What's good, Finn Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. We are back here for another one. Obviously, big news has just broke. The Miami Dolphins have traded a 2021 seventh round pick to the Tennessee Titans for Isaiah Wilson in a 2022 seventh round pick. Now, a lot of people are asking me what I think here. It's low risk. High, I don't want to even know if I can use the word high. There's a low risk, but there's reward. There's rewards, potentially. He was my OT8 coming out last year, so he wasn't, sniffing the top 5 for me. Jackson was my OT10. If you want to hear my thoughts on him quickly, this is where I'm at. So if you go back to my OT big board last year, I had the little mini evaluation, so I'll read it for you guys again. So obviously he's a right tackle, guys. All right. He's a massive right tackle. He's 6'7", 350 pounds. He's pretty solid in both pass and run block pro. Over the course of his 2 years as a starter, he had 758 pass block snaps. He allowed 2 sacks, 5 hits, and 17 hurries, with only 6 of those hurries being allowed in 2019. He did get gradually better every year and improved. He's got great length, obviously, at that size. He faces outside rushes fairly well. He has a ton of upper body strength and really good ability in open space. Has absolutely no problem tracking, mirroring linebackers. The only thing is he doesn't have quick feet. He doesn't have very good agility, and his ability to recover is mediocre at best. Who does that kind of remind you of? The guy we have there right now. And due to his enormous size, his ability to get low definitely shows up on tape when you go back and watch him at Georgia as a struggle for him. So the leverage game is going to be obviously an issue. And then when you keep, he had 2 COVID violations this year. He was suspended by the team, by the Tennessee Titans, week 13, I believe it was. And he was caught at a party in August violating the Tennessee's no visitor policy and the NFL's rule of gatherings of no more than 15. And he also had a DUI in September. So you add in the things I said. There's clearly character concerns there for the kid as well. So, the question, people blowing me up, do I think we're out on Sewell? I take a drink. Doesn't help, but it does. I'll tell you this. I'm going to be right either way, because they're either going to take Sewell and kick Hunton, or Wilson's going to pay off. And guess what? They're going to kick Hunton, right? He's not a guard. Isaiah Wilson is not a guard. I'd be very surprised. So either way, I'm going to be right. They're either going to draft Sewell and kick Hunton, or Wilson's going to work out and they're going to kick Hunton. So that's how I look at this one. Been telling y'all all along the guy's a guard. I see this as a move of they identified that. So all the people saying, oh, I think they're going to play him out at right tackle. This doesn't help your case. Might not help my case for Penei Sewell, but it doesn't help yours very much either. So I would still take Sewell. My reason being Jackson, Hunt, Isaiah Wilson are not in the same stratosphere. And the fact that they exchanged sevenths, this kind of shows you that they don't view him, it's more of a let's see how it works out as, okay, we got our automatic starter, right? If you go back, I did think he was a reach at 29, 110%. When you had guys like Lucas Niang still on the board, Ezra Cleveland was still on the board. He was a reach at 29. I mean, everyone pretty, even y'all know what I feel about Daniel Jeremiah. Even Daniel Jeremiah came out and said it's a reach. So we only played 3 snaps this year. So I think it's more about, a fresh new start, see what we got. The other thing, too, you got to keep in mind, right? Apparently we did like him last year in the draft. We obviously didn't probably expect him to go that high. He also went to Brian Flores' high school in Brooklyn. So there is a bit of a connection there. if you go back to Brian Flores' pass. So that makes it very, very interesting. But just so you guys can see, just so it's in front of you guys right here. Let me bring it up for you. This is the exact details of the transaction. So the Titans get Dolphins 7th in 2021 for their 7th in 2022 in exchange for Isaiah Wilson. So there you go. There you go. Oh yeah, I just had someone hit me up about how I would review him. You know, he's good. I liked him. You know, I think I had a 3rd round grade on him. 3rd, 4th round grade on him. So that's why you could tell when they went at 29. I was like, oh, I almost had an aneurysm. He's a good, hey, it's a low risk. You can't, you're giving up a 7th for a guy who I had a 3rd, 4th round grade on. So I can't knock it. So, Martin, draft Panay, trade Jackson. I've actually joked about that. You know, I can't sit here and dig in as firmly as I was over Panay. I'll laugh if they take Panay, because I think you should. You know, I think Panay's better than both your, well, if you want to count Hunt, all 3 of your tackle options. Well, if you want to count Jesse Davis too, all 4 of your tackle options, he's better. And if you look at it, if you look at his contract, you have the 50-year option because he went in the 1st with Isaiah Wilson. The other thing too is you're not making a lot of money. So, you know, you could kind of eat that if you have to, or it's backup money, right? So, just solidifying that line, adding bodies to that line. We have no depth on that line, so it makes sense. Even if it was, you know, I would try and move off Eric Flowers' contract now that I've added this piece. You know, then that'd be even more reason to add Sewell, because if you guys didn't know, Sewell's played left tackle, left guard, and right tackle. So, you know, a guy who can move around just like how Tunsil did in his first year when he played left guard. So you can't knock the move. Exchanging 7ths, you know, clearly the Titans just wanted to get out of that contract, get it off the books. If they're willing to take the guy at 29, I mean, that's admitting a pretty big failure. You know what I mean? So hold on a sec, guys. I just have OT8 for me with a. So, I mean, I can't knock it. You know, he made my top 10. Yeah, I can't knock it. I can't knock it. Low risk. Very, very low risk. Nice move by Greer, you know, and Flo identifying. I think Flo will probably have played a little part of it. Flo definitely probably checked in all the way back to his high school alma mater, right? Probably checked in, heard good things. You know, and then just a little further point of, you know, where he's at in terms of, you know, the things he did at the collegiate level. You know, I mean, the guy, you know, he was an Outland Trophy finalist, I believe, which Panay ended up winning that year. He made the AP All SEC second team. You know, he was a pretty good player in 2018. You know what I mean? He made the freshman All-American team. He made the coaches freshman All SEC team. So yeah, he's a good player at the collegiate level for sure. You know, I had a higher grade on him than I did on Jackson. You know, so I mean, I can't knock the guy, and I can't knock the move. This is a good move by Greer. I mean, it's low risk. I mean, you can't really knock it. So big move here obviously for the Miami Dolphins, getting a right tackle. I don't think I'm going to I don't think I'm going to Lopez. We gave up a 7th round pick this year, and in exchange we got Isaiah Wilson and a 7th round pick next year. So we technically swapped 7ths and got Isaiah Wilson. So I mean, he's actually 6'7", Joshua. I can't knock it. You can't knock it at all. I mean, he's an absolute beast. So I still want Penei Sewell or trade back. I don't think anyone is really worth that number 3 pick. I checked in with a few of my draft scout buddies just to see what they were seeing. And basically, I was told this doesn't mean they're out on Penei Sewell. A lot of my scouting buddies are seeing this as kind of, and I checked in with about 4 of them, including the homie Dante. And that's the only one you guys are really familiar with. And basically, I was told I don't think they're out on Penei, but don't be surprised if a wide receiver is in play now at 3. So we'll see how that works out. I posed it to all of them about if I literally said to all of them, if they take JamarCheese, I'm jumping off a freaking cliff. And Dante hit me back and said, you better. What did he say? He said, let me see what Dante said here. He said, laugh my ass off. Might want to start preparing for it. So, and another thing, the Titans do save $2 million on the deal too. So they save a little bit of money. Ryan, no, the Jets aren't taking Penei. I said to Damien last night on the phone, and I'll tell you all this. Get it out of your head about them taking anyone but a quarterback, okay? There's only going to be 2 options for the Jets. They're either going to take a quarterback or they're going to trade back, and they're going to trade for a team that wants a quarterback. That's what I'll say. They got Mekhi Becton. They got that stud left tackle. They don't need Penei. See, we need Penei more because last I checked, we don't have a stud tackle on this team. So I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a quarterback or they're going to trade up to a team. And we're getting screwed here, boys and girls. Okay. I mean, if you saw what happened today, and it could all be smoke, the Eagles have said they are all in on building around Jalen Hurts. So if they're not moving up for a quarterback, the teams are getting limited. The Lions, they're in on Jared Goff. So really, you got the Panthers. Just saying, it's really, 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 really lessening down. Who deleted your comment, Rip? I didn't delete nothing. I'm not even in YouTube right now. I'm strictly we'll see. We will see how it works out. He was overdrafted by a freaking 1.5 miles. Yeah, guys, I don't think Atlanta's going to trade up. They're going to sit at 4, right? Because you got to think of it. If, we're not taking a quarterback. Oh, yeah. I did give you a shout out, Clump, you jackaninny. Clump was the man that was all in on this guy. Look at he's blowing me up. My message is blowing up. Clump said, give me a shout out. I called this. Bro, this guy. Yes, Clump. I did say to Clump, I said, you're on that hill of Pitts at 3 and Wilson. I think it's more of a see what we got type of situation. So, I'm just Jeremy, I love you, brother. I love you, Jeremy. So, bro, if Jeremy gets Wilson right and Pitts at 3, oh boy, I'm never gonna hear the end of it, am I? I'll be dropping the link, Jeremy. So if you want to jump in, and I know he's watching and on the comments right now, but he's blowing me up on Twitter right now. I love that guy. He's awesome. So yeah, this is he is Jason. He's feeling himself right now. Michael Jackson feeling himself. I gotta hit him with that. Got to do the Michael Jackson crotch grab because he's feeling himself so hard. Let me hit the. Where's the crotch grab? There it is. There it is. Yo, you better check your DMs, Jeremy. I just sent you the Michael Jackson crotch grab because you're feeling yourself so much right now, and I love it. So yeah, there's the move. We'll see how it goes. I mean, again, low risk. You can't knock them. Again, if you guys are just joining, here was my little evaluation of him. All right. Massive right tackle, 6'7", 350 pounds, solid in both pass and run pro. Over the course of his 2 years as a starter on 758 pass block snaps, he allowed 2 sacks, 5 hits, and 17 hurries, with only 6 of those hurries being allowed in 2019. He steadily improved each year as a starter. Great length, faces outside rushes fairly well, tons of upper body strength, and really good in open space. No problem tracking, mirroring linebackers. He doesn't have quick feet. He doesn't have great or good agility, and his ability to recover is mediocre at best. Like I said, who does that remind you of? The guy we currently have at right tackle. And due to his enormous size, his ability to get low definitely shows to be a struggle for him. So the leverage game is going to be an issue, especially because he only played 3 snaps last year. So, you know, it's going to have to be something that he gets better at as he goes on, for sure. For sure. So we'll see how it goes. Not that bad of a... Can't knock the move, man. Can't knock the move. All right. So 298 of you in the room. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. If you'd like to donate to the channel, paypal.me/Phinside. You can become a Phinside the NFL patron, patreon.com/Phinside the NFL. Guys, announcement. Me and Rhino have been talking about it for about 2 or 3 months now. Backstage, he's the one who suggested it to me. We've been going back and forth about it. I'm going to be introducing membership levels to $2.99, $4.99, and $6.99 membership levels. What you're going to have to is I've already got them made. I'm just waiting for everything to be reviewed, but I'm going to have custom gifts. All right. Custom gifts. I got about 10 made right now. There'll be more. You get a little badge depending on where you are and stuff too. Those will be, and because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing private streams for patrons, but I'm going to blend those with the members. So if you have a membership, you will be sent access to the private links, just like the Patreons will be. All right. So that's just how it's going to work. It's going to be basically a members only, Patreons only private streams. I'll be doing those. So membership levels will be probably here by Wednesday. Okay. So patchvibes.com, use code Phinside for 20% off your purchase. Grab official Phinside the NFL merch, teespring.com/stores/Phinside the NFL. I will shout out all the patrons a little bit later on as I want to keep rolling here because I got a ton of news to go on. So yeah, so again, Patreons and membership members, they will be the ones that will have access to those private streams. All right. So, you know, be prepared, and you will have access to a library of gifts, and there are some freaking amazing ones, guys. Oh boy. A couple of the mods have already seen what some of the gifts look like. They are going to be absolutely hilarious. So enjoy that, man. It's going to be amazing. So, you know, you're going to like them. I'm going to give you one tip. I'm not going to give it to you. Y'all got to wait to see till they come. They're going to be classic. So, yeah. So, Isaiah Wilson and a 2022 seventh round pick for a 2021 seventh round pick. Low risk. I don't know if I can say high reward because I don't think his ceiling is incredibly high. So, you know, he can be a solid guy, right? I think he's going to be solid. You know, Jackson was my OT 10. This man was my OT 8. So obviously I think higher of him than I did of Austin Jackson. So we'll see how it goes, but obviously they're maneuvering for a wide receiver, I think. I really believe they're maneuvering for a wide receiver, guys. So, yep, Russ. He was teammates with Solomon McKinley. Oh, who was my OT9? Let me tell you right now. My OT9 was Ezra Cleveland. So, okay, here's I'll give you all my list. Okay. So, my OT1 last year was Tristan Wirfs. My OT2 was Jedrick Wills. Bam! Nailed those, did I not? My OT3 was Andrew Thomas. My OT4 was Mekhi Becton, who was solid. My OT5 was Josh Jones. 6 was Lucas Niang. 7 was Jack Driscoll. 8 was Isaiah Wilson. 9 was Ezra. And 10 was Austin Jackson. So that's how my board fell last year. Man, if I would have switched Mekhi and Andrew, because Andrew actually came on at the last half of last year, I would look like a freaking tackle god right now. But I nailed the first two out of the park, and Mekhi Becton would probably be your third best tackle. So, yeah, I'm right there. You know what I mean? Right there. So, okay, let's keep it moving, because I got a ton of stuff to get through before I open it up to you guys today, because it gets better, guys. Now, 2 things we're going to get into. One, I don't know what my boy Yem did, but he created this whole, all of a sudden, guys like Esteban are on this bandwagon of let's take Caleb Farley in 10. You know, me and Damien had a very good discussion about him, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, we're like, yo, did these people see hey, he's not that great of a tackler? And we all know tackling is a big thing for us, but I've been telling y'all a name. For quite some time now, have I not? Asante Samuel Jr. That's a name I've been telling y'all. Okay. Been keeping it up for about like a month now. I've been talking about Asante Samuel if they're going to go corner, right? Well, we officially have a list of all the prospects that have been interviewed so far by the Miami Dolphins. And I want to share that list with you right now. So let's hop into that, because it's an interesting list. It's a very, very interesting list. All right. So here are the prospects that have been interviewed so far. Rondell Moore. Bam. Asante Samuel. Bam. Zaven Collins. That's a big bam. Greg Newsome, who's a solid corner. Elijah Molden, another solid corner who's been creeping up boards. Tevin Jenkins, who y'all are going to see if I do my tackle or lineman board. I've been talking about Tevin Jenkins for about 3 weeks now on the show. When I told y'all I dove on film on him, I really liked what I saw. He has made my top 10 list. Patrick Jones, bam, that's another one. Brevin Jordan, that's interesting. Anthony Schwartz, that's very interesting. My boy Daz Newsome from UNC. The homie, bam, Quinn Meneres, who I will be having on this channel after his pro day. Me and Quinn have confirmed that. That'll be a good show. You're not going to want to miss that. Joe Tryon, DE from Washington. Ifeatu Melifonwu, corner from Syracuse. My boy, who I told y'all after. Oh, sorry, I got to hold on. Marlon Tuipulotu from USC, and then my boy Levi Onwuzurike. I've told y'all I like that kid. Another kid here he's on my top 10. Kylan Hill, halfback out of Mississippi State. You've seen me and Damien talk about him. Another guy you've seen me and Damien talk a lot about up here, Puka Williams. He's up there. Derek Barnes was surprising. He's actually not on my top 10 linebacker list. Joshua Bledsoe, safety from Mizzou. Thomas Graham Jr., corner from Oregon. He's all right. Yeah, he wouldn't make my top 10, but he's all right. KJ Britt from Auburn. He's on my top 10 list of linebackers that's about to drop. Chris Evans, the running back. Trill Williams, cornerback. Carnell Coleman. Carson Green. Wyatt Hubert, offensive linebacker. Diamondre Lenore. Peyton Ramsey. There's a name to watch for a late quarterback selection. Dante Samuel. Mike Strachan. A guy I've told y'all I love. Me and Dante are I haven't talked to Dante, but he's probably so happy. I told y'all the only tight ends I really like are in this draft are who, right? I told y'all. Obviously, I like Pitts. Obviously, I like the boy Pat Freiermuth. But Tommy Tremblay, I brought him up about a month ago. I love this kid, man. This kid is very, very good. Dante fell in love with him too. So that's interesting. They are looking at tight end, clearly. And Kenny Yoba, tight end from Ole Miss. But I love Tommy Tremblay, guys. If you haven't watched him, go watch him. So there's some definitely, and you got to remember, Najee should technically be on this list because of the Senior Bowl, as should Devontae Smith. And a bunch of the players they interviewed at the Senior Bowl actually aren't on this list, like Robert Hainsey. They interviewed him at the Senior Bowl. So here's where I'm going with this. Reason's got to point to this madness. Oh, boy. Let me get up here. I missed a donation, and a massive one at that. Oh, my goodness. Darth Vader with a $99.99 donation. Hope you are having a great day. Fins up. That homie Darth. Man, you show so much love, Darth. It's unbelievable, man. I appreciate you. Man, I hope you're doing well, brother. I know we haven't talked in a few weeks, but I hope you're doing well, bro. I hope everything's, come a little easier for you since everything happened with your mother. I just hope life is a bit better. I hope the sun's shining brighter for you. I hope the sky is a little bluer, my friend. I just hope you're okay and everything's going well with you, man. I appreciate you for continuing to show love, man. It's unbelievable the amount of love you show. So thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. I really, really do. So that's love, man. I appreciate it, my guy. So here, where I'm going with this, guys, I got Asante Samuel right there. Like, I go Farley, Horn, Samuel, and then Surtain for me. And Samuel is like right there, just like Horn and Farley are like neck and neck. Everyone's sleeping on Asante Samuel, and the fact he has I think you might be able to give him a second round, which is a steal. He's a first round talent. So, and y'all know who his father was. I ain't got to get into that. So, gotta love that my boy Rondell Moore's right at the top of the list, though. Yeah, baby. So, Dar says, I'm doing well, thank you. Just can't wait for this draft, and we are family. I appreciate you. We are family, man, my guy. So, yeah, this is a list of the prospects they've interviewed. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, Martin, Samuel's a beast, bro. Everyone's locked in on Farley now because of EM coming up here, but don't be sleeping on my boy Asante Samuel Jr. He is an absolute monster, bro. Absolute monster. I love this kid a ton, man. G Firm 199. Does this mean no Sewell at pick 3? So I've checked in with a couple. I'll tell you what I've said. So this is just, I've checked in with a few of my scouting buddies. I've checked in with 4 of them, including Dante. That's the one you guys know. I've been told this doesn't mean they're off of Penei Sewell, but I've also been told prepare that this could mean wide receiver at 3. So take that however you would like. Personally, I'm still taking Penei Sewell because I don't think, with the addition of Isaiah Wilson, I don't think we have a tackle in the same stratosphere as him. So that's where I'm at. But this, yeah, exactly. Okay, I had Isaiah 2 spots higher than Jackson on my big board last year, but I mean, he's still number 8 for me. And you guys saw I pretty much hit that big board out of the park. Okay. When you actually look at how it ranked, when I gave you guys the rankings earlier, Johnny, no, I'm telling you right now, they're not taking Sewell. New York is either going to take a quarterback or trade back out of the spot. And if they trade back out of the spot, they're essentially going to screw us out of moving up, because you got to think, right? If the Jets move out, let's say with the Panthers, okay, so the Panthers move up to 2 if they don't get Deshaun, where I've heard if Deshaun Watson's available, they're the team. Anyways, and I've warned all y'all, on draft night when the first team's on the clock, you go from being able to trade picks in 2021, 2022, and 2023 to being able to trade picks in 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. So you can get 4 first-round draft picks as of draft night when the first team goes on the clock. Anyways, so let's say Deshaun doesn't get traded, though, and the Panthers move up with the Jets, and the Jets move back, okay? Because the Jets need a receiver. If they're going to stick with Sam Darnold, they need a receiver. So, all right. So what you run into now is what we had last year, where, guys, I kept telling you, okay, and I'll say it again, Tua, and you could make the argument for Herbert because of his physical traits, are more enticing prospects than what Zach Wilson and Justin Fields are coming out. And look what happened last year. Miami and the Chargers were right there, 5-6, but they weren't enticed enough to trade up. They said, okay, we'll let the board fall. Because what you're going to run into is this. If a team trades up to 2, all right, everyone knows we're not taking a quarterback. Why are you going to trade with us? Right? The Jets are more of in a position of leverage where they're saying, oh, we might take a quarterback. Make us an offer we can't refuse. Then the Falcons. Why would the Falcons trade up 1? They can just sit right there and take a quarterback. Then you got the Bengals at 5. Okay, they're not taking a quarterback. You got what's their face? The Eagles at 6. They came out today and said that they're building around Jalen Hurts. Good luck to them. Thank God I denounced that team. Okay, so and then 7, Lions are in a Jared Goff. And then Carolina, that's the only team that makes sense to trade up. Broncos at 9 aren't trading up. What are they trading up for? You know, and that's another thing. Guys, if you know who Ben Albright is, Ben Albright will be on the show next Wednesday, guys. March 17th, 2 p.m. Eastern. I will be going live with Benjamin Albright. If you don't know who Benjamin Albright is, he's one of the best insiders in the community, okay? He covers the Broncos, but he also does a lot of insider work for Pro Football Network. He's got over 90,000 followers on Twitter. He will be coming on the show. We will be talking the draft. We will talk, and he's the one. Got to remember, he's the one who said during the Senior Bowl, okay, Ben Albright is the one who told everyone after we interviewed Devontae Smith, he's the one who said, pencil in Devontae Smith at 3 to the Dolphins. So I don't think it's going to be Chase, guys. If they're going receiver, it's going to be Smith or Waddle or Pitts. It's not going to be Chase. So, yeah, Ben Albright will be here next Wednesday, 2 p.m. Guys, on Wednesday, this Wednesday, in 2 days, I will have Ryan Roberts, one of the best draft guys out there. He's going to be on the show. We'll be talking the draft. This guy interviews big-time prospects. I love his takes. I think he knows what he's talking about. He's one of the best out there. He'll be on the show. And then on Friday, guys, at 8 p.m. Eastern, former NFL and Arena Football League cornerback Eric Crocker, who did that breakdown of Jamar Chase that I'll show you. He now has the Crocker Report. He breaks down film. He's got a Patreon. He will be here on Friday. We will be talking prospects. Y'all already know what time it is. So we got 3 big interviews coming up over the next little week. So be out on the lookout for that, guys. Y'all already know how I'm doing it. Big time over here, baby. So when you look at this list, guys, here's the other thing, too, that stands out to you. Besides Rondale Moore, Asante Samuel, and Zaven Collins, there aren't very potential first-round talents on the list. A lot of this is like late day 2 into day 3 selections. So you gotta keep that in mind too. So what does that tell you? What are they doing? You know, that's very interesting stuff, man. So that's another thing you got to keep when you look at this list right here. You know, how many first-round talents can you name? I can only see 3. And 2 of them might go in the second. So you got to keep that in mind too. Now, is that them keeping the first-round guys they've interviewed on wraps? I don't know. But also, Devontae Smith and Najee Harris should be on this list, guys, because they interviewed them at the Senior Bowl. So keep that in mind, guys. There are the prospects so far that are confirmed to have Zoom. These are Zoom interviews, okay? And remember, you can have an unlimited amount of Zoom interviews with play. You can have an unlimited number of players with Zoom interviews. You can have up to 3 to 4 Zoom sessions with one single player. So something to keep in mind. All right. So that's what you got to keep in mind. All right, guys. So good list there. All right. And you look at that list, guys, I don't think they're taking a corner in the first round. And if they are, it's going to be they trade back up from 36 into the 20s. So all of you trying to talk about Caleb Farley, I don't think it's happening, guys. All right. Look at Asante Samuel and then look at all the other corners on that list, like Elijah Molden and such. I'm sure they're going to be talking to Eric Stokes after that 4.25 too. But, they're more day 2, day 3 corners they're looking at. All right. So don't expect a high investment. All right. Let's keep it moving because, a couple pieces here. All right. So you guys have seen me on Larry's channel. I've been pushing back this Ryan Ramczyk stuff. I've been telling all y'all for how long now? Okay. They're not trading Ryan Ramczyk. I said Armstead would make the most sense if they're moving someone because he's 30. He's about to hit 30, okay, etc. So it came out today, guys, that right now the New Orleans Saints are officially looking into a long-term extensions for Marshawn Lattimore and stud offensive tackle Ryan Ramczyk per rap sheet. And the reason why, guys, is because if they get extensions in place, they actually get cap relief. They get more cap relief if they extend them. All right. I was listening to Rappaport on, I think it was the NFL Network today. He was talking about how they get cap relief. So I'm telling you, they're not trading Ramczyk. Those are the two pieces they're going to try and keep, Lattimore and Ramczyk, especially if because it looks like Drew Brees is trying to come back for another year. That offensive line is the last thing they're going to move. And they were trying to move an Andres Peak contract before I think they moved this. So, and then obviously under that, for whatever it's worth, Ian Rappaport says Ryan Fitzpatrick, 38, does plan on playing in 2021. And he should have a solid free agent market for his role. There's some public debate about his future, but he does intend to play this year. So 2 little tidbits right there. And as you guys know, if you haven't heard already, Dak Prescott signed a 4-year, $160 million contract. 124 of it's guaranteed, and he got $66 million on signing, which is the largest ever given to any quarterback. I agree. He deserves to get paid. Good to him. I just wouldn't pay him top 3 quarterback money, which is what he's making. Good luck to the Cowboys. Hope y'all enjoy that. I love the fact we got a quarterback that looks like he's going to be taking a pay cut. So anyways, there you go. Here I am out here. Sorry, my bad to put bullets through the holes of Caleb Farley and now Ryan Ramczyk theories, but it ain't happening. Especially now that we just traded for Isaiah Wilson, ain't happening. So I don't even know if we're going to get Penei Sewell. So yeah, there you go. And then guys, I don't know if you've heard, but there's an interesting little interesting tidbit here. So guys, the Miami Dolphins, they have tendered the following exclusive right free agents: Calvin Munson, Nick Needham, and Jamal Perry. And we all know how high they are on Jamal Perry. So they've officially been tendered. Now you're going to say, Reason, what does that mean? Well, I got an answer for you, my friend. I got 2 things to answer you with that. 1, all right, this is an explanation for you guys so you can see it. So the ERFA tender applies to any player whose contract is expiring and he has no more than 2 accrued seasons in the NFL. An accrued season is a season with at least 6 games on the 90-man roster or 1 game this year if they were on the team's opening week. The tender carries no guarantees and is for the minimum salary that the CBA allows a player to play for. All right? So What are they playing for? How much are they making, Reason? I'm glad you asked. Well, Barry Jackson answered that question today. And Barry Jackson said, here it goes. Needham, who struggled like most in the finale, but was very solid otherwise, and all the guys on this list will make $850,000 in 2021. So very, very cheap hits. They have been officially tendered. We are good to go. Nick Needham will be returning. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Keep it rolling. Love it. Love it. Love it. So there you go. There's the information. Munson, Nick Needham, and Jamal Perry have been tendered. They will make $850,000 in 2021. All right. Now, we got two little things left before I open it up to you guys. One, there are some interesting names that are on the trade block, and one name is a star for the second season in a row, who me and EM have talked about with the whole X thing. Let's get into that before I show you a little article on Tua Tagovailoa. So, according to Albert Breer of the Monday Morning Quarterback today, New England Patriots cornerback Stephon Gilmore, Philadelphia Eagles tight end Zach Ertz, Cincinnati Bengals defensive tackle Geno Atkins, and New Orleans Saints receiver, look at more space, Emmanuel Sanders could all be traded in the coming weeks. Here are some more players potentially on the block. I've been telling y'all for time they'll trade Quan before they trade the offense, before they move offensive line pieces. Well, Quan's officially on the block. Michael Brockers on the block. A guard, Brandon Brooks on the block. The Raiders, we already knew this. They said they're going to try and trade him. If not, they will release him. They also put LaMarcus Joyner. They released him today because they couldn't find a trade partner. Look at the Saints are also trying to move Latavius Murray's money. The Jaguars, guard Andrew Norwell is on the block. David Njoku from the Browns is officially on the block. They've been trying to work that out. Packers, Preston Smith is on the block, part of the Smith brothers. He's done. Chargers, we already knew this. Trey Turner is on the block. And Giants, Kevin Zeitler is on the block. So the massacre is about to begin, because if these guys can't find trade partners, that's when it gets very, very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Now, shout out to the homie Irving. He passed me along this article today. I read it and I was like, you know what? Let's talk about this. So, very interesting article here by Sharp Football Analysis. Let's go over it together. So it says this was written January 1st, I believe. So Miami's offense has been on a roller coaster throughout the season, starting with Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback before Tua Tagovailoa replaced him early in the season. Rarely has the offense propelled the Dolphins to victory, and there were multiple instances when Tagovailoa was pulled late in the game for Fitzpatrick to give the passing game a spark. Side note, all you people who want to say, oh, he got benched, he's a bust, oh, he got benched, they don't believe in him. Well, let me say this to you, because I got, 350 people in the room. John Elway was benched in his rookie season, okay? John Elway. Now, how did that work out? I'll wait. I'll let people answer. How did that work out? After 3 consecutive losses, John Elway got benched, and he actually didn't get brought in till the guy he was benched for hurt himself. Then Elway came back in. So let's keep it rolling. Let me know. Is John Elway a bust? Is John Elway a bust? You clowns who are out here saying that because Tua got benched, he's a bust? Let me know. Last I checked, Drew Brees went through benching situations too. Was he a bust? Absolute clown narratives, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, when this kid balls out in year 2, fuck eating crow. I'm going to be stuffing it down y'all throats. All of y'all talking nonsense, buddy. By the time I'm done with you guys, you won't even be showing your faces in this community. Period. All right? But what? Because you had the hindsight of John Elway's career? Is that what's your excuse going to be? Absolute clowns. Absolute clowns. All right? Go put your makeup on with Chris Sims. Fucking jabronis. All right, let's keep it rolling. So, before Fitzpatrick tested positive for COVID-19 on Thursday morning, there was a debate about which quarterback should start for Miami in the regular season finale against the Buffalo Bills. Due to a potential top 5 pick in the NFL draft from last year's Laramie Tunsil trade with the Texans, there's also been a debate about whether the Dolphins should target another quarterback early in the draft if there is not high confidence level in Tagovailoa being the long-term answer at the position. Guys, the homie who will be on next week, next Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, Benjamin Albright, he went live with Pro Football Network recently. He said they will not be taking a quarterback until the later rounds as a backup option. All right, so dead that narrative. While the question about who should be the current starter is tabled for now, the question about the future is still on the table. For the Dolphins to feel comfortable in what they have in Tagovailoa in 2021 and beyond, they have to assess what he brought to the table in 2020. As promising as Tagovailoa was as a prospect, he is yet to be a reason why the Dolphins have won games. I can't agree with that. That's a false statement. Last I checked, he won us the Patriots game with his legs when they took away the passing game. Okay, last I checked, he won us the Arizona game. I can't give you that, you guys. So I'm going to call you kind of sharp football analysis, I guess. I can't call you fully sharp. Anyways, it looks like different offenses, whether he or Fitzpatrick is in the game at quarterback. I mean, we all knew that. As a veteran and risk taker, Fitzpatrick has no issue pushing the ball down the field into tight coverage in hope of the big play. It doesn't always feel as if that's available for Tua Tagovailoa, even though most of his underlying metrics are quite similar to those of Fitzpatrick. Here you go. Time to throw. Fitz was getting it out quicker. Average depth of target, it was basically dead on. Average depth of completion was about a yard deep, yard difference. Now, Tagovailoa was throwing into tight windows almost a full 1.1% more. And the expected completion percentage was right around the same. So, I mean, just saying. So, now, the biggest difference comes how quickly Fitzpatrick has gotten rid of the ball and the average depth of completion. Fitzpatrick's average completion has come over a yard further down the field than Tagovailoa's despite a similar depth of target. Those are certainly issues, but it should also be noted that Tagovailoa's depth of target is the same as Justin Herbert's, and his average completion percentage is 0.2 yards higher. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, you Herbert clowns. Miami's offense is structured to create and take advantage of space in the short game. Take this to, and then it goes over this play right here. I'm not going to play it. So, among 36 quarterbacks with at least 100 attempts between 1 to 10 yards a season, Tagovailoa ranks 14th in EPA per attempt, according to Sports Info Solutions. Fitzpatrick ranked 30th. Oh, look at that. The Dolphins have reworked some of the offense to include more short game and RPOs with Tagovailoa, but that hasn't exactly been the reason why the rookie has been successful in the short game. Tagovailoa could be even more productive with a little more help. Among 7 quarterbacks with at least 20 RPO pass attempts, Tagovailoa has the lowest percentage of yards that have come after the catch. There's that whole yak thing I keep bringing up to y'all. He does have the second highest air yards. Second highest of air yards per completion, but a similar depth of completion hasn't stopped the Chiefs from running after the catch. See? So here you go. RPO yards after the catch, minimum 20 attempts. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Right? He's literally right on pace for Aaron Rodgers' yardage. Right? Look at the air yards. Look at the air yards completion. I'm just saying. Just saying. But look at the yak. Look at the yak. And look at the yak percentage. That is ridiculous. Oh, hi, Deshaun. How you doing? So, I mean, just saying. Just saying. And it goes on, still, even with his short efficiency, there's a big disconnect between how Fitzpatrick has been able to get yards on the field and Tua Tagovailoa hasn't been able to do the same. A lot of it has come from the deep ball success. Fitzpatrick has been one of the league's most productive deep ball throwers this season. Among 40 quarterbacks with at least 15 attempts of 20 or more air yards, Fitzpatrick is second on target rate and first in completion percentage, according to Sports Info Solutions. Tua ranks 35th on air target and 30th in completion percentage, but I've showed you all the deep accuracy charts. The Miami offense isn't really designed for deep shots no matter the quarterback. It's not as if Tua Tagovailoa is trigger shy. In fact, he's thrown the deep ball at a higher rate than Fitzpatrick. How many of those were dropped? 12.2% of his attempts. Fitzpatrick, 7.5% of his attempts. It's the completion percentage that's a significant difference, but it's also a huge outlier for this veteran. Among 196 quarterbacks with at least 15 20-plus air yard attempts in the season since 2016, Fitzpatrick's 60% completion percentage ranks second behind only Jimmy Garoppolo's last season, which was 63.3%. No other quarterback on that list is above 56%. Fitzpatrick's on-target rate ranks 11th. Tagovailoa on-target ranks 169th, just below Fitzpatrick's 2019 season at 168th. So you can even compare his 2019 season. Given Tagovailoa's college success throwing deep, it's hard to imagine an uptick in deep production with receivers who can easily create more separation down the field. Miami just doesn't have that option right now, right? Tua isn't the sole player at fault for the lack of explosive plays in the Miami offense, and there have been a number of instances where this big play should have happened. Obviously, the Bengals game is the Grant throw. We don't need to show that. What is perhaps most concerning is how little Tagovailoa has been able to take advantage of the most valuable spot of the field, the intermediate level. There's a clear difference between production there with Fitzpatrick over center. So there you go, your chart, right? Pass distance. This is with Fitz at quarterback. So the red is where the success is coming from. And then when you go down to Tua, it's a little bit more spotty, right? Right? So, doesn't help when guys are dropping balls. So, there you go. It's going to show outside throws, and it's all 22, or just outside of it. So, here you go. But he does have the habit of trailing off to the outside rather than hoping something opens in the middle. When the play breaks down, there's also a few options in the middle of the field for the Dolphins inside of the structure of the offense. Tagovailoa has been successful throwing to that area of the field, especially to tight ends. It just isn't an area that has been targeted all that often. So, here you go. Again, pass distance in air, pass distance in air, the success, right? This is attempts to success. So, basically, here we go. All of this is described what Tagovailoa has been, but the question the Dolphins need to figure out is what he can become. While there is still some developmental needed in areas, Miami should feel good about what they have at quarterback. Play from a clean pocket is one of the most stable metrics from year to year. And this season, Tagovailoa ranks 14th in EPA per attempt among 36 quarterbacks with at least 100 straight dropbacks from the clean pocket. His EPA per attempt is tied with Drew Brees and higher than Russell Wilson and Tom Brady, baby. One more time. His EPA attempt is tied with Drew Brees and higher than the likes of Russell Wilson and Tom Brady, baby. All right? That should be seen as a widely positive development, considering a potential knock on Tagovailoa was how play action dependent he was at Alabama. 2019, 43.6 of his dropbacks used play action, and on those throws, he averaged 12.1 yards per attempt with 17 touchdowns, no interceptions. Surprisingly, Tagovailoa has struggled this season with play action, completing just 64.5% of his passes for 5.4 yards attempt. No quarterback with at least 75 play action passes in 2020 has a lower yards per attempt figure. Again, given Tagovailoa's history as an effective play action passer and how well designed play action can open up many opportunities for quarterbacks in the NFL, it's hard to imagine these struggles continuing into his second season with a full offseason of preparation. There you go, baby. The key for Miami is that there are relatively easy answers for upping the efficiency elsewhere in the offense. More designed throws over the middle, a better play action game, addition of receivers who can separate on their own immediately can make an impact in year two. It's not as if these are Tagovailoa specific improvements. These would need to be made regardless of the quarterback. Oh boy. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. All right. These additions wouldn't be much different than what divisional rival Buffalo Bills have done around Josh Allen, and the Dolphins already have a better base to build off with Tagovailoa than what the Bills had with Allen during his first 2 seasons. Just saying. The Dolphins are on the brink of a playoff berth, and they're not that far away from a playoff berth, and they're not that far away from a much brighter future. The quarterback should be a reason they believe that. Oh, baby, oh, baby. Oh, baby, that's my guy. Just saying. That was a great thank you, Irving, for sending that. That was, I'm just saying, baby. I am just saying. So, I mean, hey, I'm just saying. Just saying. Let's start dropping that link so I can hear from some of y'all. Told y'all the analytics don't add up. The film and the analytics don't add up to what these haters are saying. Let's be honest. Some of these guys just want me and EM to be wrong. That's the only reason they're out here doing this. They're so petty. They don't care about the team. They don't care about the logo. They care about me and EM being wrong. Like, seriously. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So there's the article. You guys want to talk about Isaiah Wilson? That article we just wrote. We just read. Anything up here, the prospect list, et cetera, et cetera. There's the StreamYard link is in the chat. I'll probably be live for about another hour or so. And we'll get it rolling here. All right. Rhino, what's good, homie?
What's up, guys?
Bro, that article didn't do anyone any favors that don't want to,
I don't know about these facts, Reason. Facts and Tua haters. I don't know if that really works.
I'm telling y'all, me and what up, Martin? What up, Powerhouse?
What's going on? What's going
We
on,
had a
guys?
discussion about this yesterday, bro. I think specifically, y'all know who I'm talking about. They don't care about the team. They just don't want me and EM to be right in the long run. That's what they don't want.
Which is sad.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. People are that petty, bro.
Facts. Those are facts.
Especially when you embarrass them and show them how wrong they are all the time, right? I'm still waiting on Cam Newton to be the best quarterback in the AFC. I think I might die before that happens. So yeah, I might go sit in a chair. You'll see me in about 80 years. I'll be just bones sitting there with a sign waiting for Cam Newton to be the best in the AFCs. What's going on, Liam? How you doing, brother?
Liam.
What's up, Lee?
Liam is quiet.
Liam, you live?
Yeah, Liam, you're muted or something, brother, because I know you're probably trying to talk. So, what do you guys think about the Isaiah Wilson move?
I love it. Wow.
Love's a very strong word, bro.
I mean, I know it is, but I love it
too.
Like we're not getting a top 5 tackle. That's what I'm sitting here. Hey, what's up? We're not getting a top.
Yeah, but
I want to prep people here.
I'm not gonna be worried at night either, so I'm comfortable with it.
I just like how Greer never stops, bro. He's always looking for the value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fact that he was a first-round pick last year and we got him for a 7th. I mean, I think
but he was a reach, brother. Don't look at the draft status, bro. He was a reach, and he was a massive reach in the first round, bro.
I agree. Yeah. I thought Isaiah Wilson was going to be like an early
third
to mid day, like day 2 pick. Yeah,
I thought he was going to be like a 3rd rounder, 4th rounder,
and
maybe a high 3rd round
relationship with Flores.
Well, no, he doesn't have a relationship with Flores. What happened was he went to the same high school that Flores went to.
No, yeah, I know he went to the same high school, but they also said that he's like he knows Flores. Like they've had conversations and stuff. Like
we interviewed him last year,
right?
Mm-hmm. That's where they know each other from. He was a prospect we interviewed. We liked him, but we didn't like him as a day 1 pick.
Yeah, but remember what Flores said when they asked about the offensive line. They're going to address it, right? We haven't even got to free agency. Yeah, and they're addressing it right now, man. They're hitting that road hard.
Well, your problem is, I just killed the whole Ramczyk narrative, and Moton's getting franchise tagged. Who's out there?
Right.
Like I know Todd wants Trent Brown, but the guy's played 29 games in 3 years. And if people out there aren't quick with math, that's 29 games over a 48 game span. No, thank you. I'm good.
This was a really good move by Chris Greer. This is legit. This is a legit parachute. Poof. Let's just get some guy in here that is on the fringe and let's try to develop him the right way.
Now he does have. This is what I gotta post you now.
Personal
Everyone who was out there saying we wouldn't take Juju because he's dancing on logos. This guy's got legit character concerns. Okay, he's got DUI in September. He got COVID violations. He got suspended by the team for different reasons in both of those. Because the DUI happened in September. He didn't get suspended until like week 13. All right. And then he broke state law and NFL rules by going to a party. So, now he's coming down to Miami, which is party central. So you got to keep it in check, brother. That's all.
But if anyone was to check him, I think Flores will be the coach to check him.
Precisely.
We hope.
Yeah. It's the right combination of just people that will look out for Isaiah Wilson's best interest in Miami, and Brian Flores and even Solomon Kinley, who was his teammate at Georgia. So
right.
It just seems like the right move. Not saying it's the perfect, scenario, but it just seems like the right move for.
And I don't like how he handled his exit when he came out and he said, "I'm done with the Titans" like 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Before they even announced anything, he came out and said, "I'm done with them."
Didn't see that.
Oh yeah. It was on Instagram. It was on Instagram or whatever.
That helped us though. That helped us.
Well, it's the same thing what Calvin Noy did, basically kill his value.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
I got a question. So, out of curiosity, how much do you guys think there's an issue by Juju? Do you blame him like he's insulting the team, or this part of his youth and this whole TikTok thing?
Okay, this is what I'll say.
I'm just curious.
Remember were you here a couple nights ago when I was talking about Mike Tomlin?
I believe so. Yeah, he's too passive.
I was saying, he's
a player.
That's your issue, bro.
Yeah. So I spoke to. I think I mentioned it when I went to Samoa with Troy Polamalu. I asked him about Mike Tomlin. I was curious, and Troy says he's a down-to-earth. He's a player's coach. He's not. He's definitely not what you guys have in Miami. But at the same token, because he's a player's coach, I can't blame Juju for dancing. Just me. I don't know.
It's not Juju's fault.
Yeah. But I don't even think that's wrong. I don't know if that's wrong. Is that really wrong to you guys? I'm curious.
Well,
it's wrong if he did it again.
Yeah, and here's your problem, bro. Let me ask you this. Okay, let's just put you on. First of all, shout out to Phinside. We're gonna ball 2021 book it. $279 donation. Appreciate you, homie. And also welcome Florida born, Kentucky grown, and 416J. Okay, here's the thing. Let's say we're just Pittsburgh's playing Buffalo. Okay, hypothetical. Now, Liam, let's say you're defensive tackle, defensive end, or a linebacker for Buffalo. All right. You see this guy dancing on your logo, bro. When that ball snaps, you ain't looking, especially if you're a linebacker and he's coming across, you ain't looking to I don't want to say end a career, but make him pay for doing that kind of shit. The thing is, when you're doing that, you're giving these guys bulletin board material right before the game. It's one thing to talk smack earlier in the week. Now you're getting them. You know how it works, Liam. You've been on the football field. I've been on the football field, bro. You're firing. You're already fired up when you're coming out of that tunnel. Now Now you're setting fucking asses to flames, bro.
Yep.
That's the issue that you have with that, man. As a coach, that's where I'd be at. I'd be like, yo, you want to do that? Do that on your own time. Don't do it here because all you're doing is, you know what? You're revving that team up to come kill all of us, not just you now.
Right.
Yeah. It's disrespect.
Didn't T.O. do the same thing? And
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, T.O. did it. Yeah.
Yeah, T.O. did. He spiked the ball or something like that.
T.O. was also
Dallas,
like Hall of Fame player and top 3 receiver in the league at the time, Yeah. And he only did it once, right? When he spiked the ball. Juju was going out here weekly doing this crap.
Yeah. I think Juju's scenario was a little different after the Bengals game because going into that Bengals game, everybody had the Bengals just losing, period. Yeah. And then the way the Bengals dominated the first 3 quarters of that game. It was all put on Juju's, antics during the pregame show. So everybody was like, nah, man, we can't have that,
Yeah. You better win because it's going to fall on your shoulders, right?
Right.
Instant karma.
Okay. Precisely.
Uh-oh.
Introduced by Von Bell.
Yeah. Right. Oh, my God.
Can I just say that I think that we'll still be able to go after Sewell. I think this pick was just like a insurance pick, in my opinion, just in case he's not there at 3.
It's a good point.
Maybe.
Esteban, they're not going after Farley, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, their target, if they're going high, is Asante Samuel. I've been saying this for weeks. And then I just put up the list of the players they've interviewed. Asante Samuel is the top corner they've interviewed so far. Guys, get that out of your head. They're not spending another first-round pick on a corner.
Wouldn't they go linebacker before?
Yes, that's why you saw who were the first 3 names up there, right? Asante, Rondell Moore, and Zaven Collins.
I don't know. I really want the Dolphins to get Nick Bolton as that bro, that savage at the middle, man.
I'm surprised.
I'll be doing cartwheels, bro.
For real, man. That'll be so legit.
Yeah. Someone tell Esteban to change his picture from my boy Nick Bolton after I showed him Nick Bolton. He turned to Nick Bolton. You better change it to Farley now since you're on that bandwagon, bro.
let him live. Let him live.
Yeah.
But I still believe that that like how Power was saying, Penei Sewell is still
he's better than what we have.
He's still gonna have to be highly considered to be that pick. Only because even with Austin Jackson, he can come in and really push Austin Jackson to the point where we want to see weeks 1 through 4 Austin Jackson. And hopefully once they get that solidified from the left, he can get to the right and probably push Isaiah either in with the Dolphins or out. And if he's in, I can still see Penei Sewell being, whether it be right guard or left guard. But Penei Sewell is just such a talent as an offensive lineman. It doesn't make any sense not to draft him to solidify somewhere.
If you're stuck there,
just getting Kinley.
But like I told y'all, my scout buddies are telling me he might be receiver now. Man, oh my God! Here comes Jeremy Klump to
Mr.
brag and boast. Here we go.
Listen, fellas. It should not be receiver at 3. It should be the number 1 player in the 2021 NFL draft. My boy Kyle Pitts.
Well, what is he, bro? He's a receiver.
Oh, get out of here. He's everything you want.
Well, I'm not using the word wide receiver, right? I'm saying receiver.
He's a flex.
You know what? I love that. That is beautiful. That is just so true. I tried to tell everyone it was too obvious Wilson was going to the Dolphins. Now, I'm telling you, Pitts at 3 is real, and everyone needs to realize it could really happen.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
It's Devontae Smith, Waddle, or Pitts at 3 if they're stuck there for sure.
Yeah. But can you still see a trade back happening?
I could see a trade back.
I know you explained
it's realistic now.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with Waddle at 3 though? I don't think.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
If you want my honest opinion, I wouldn't be okay with any of those guys at 3 because I still think you can get Pitts at like 7 or 8 if you trade back.
Right.
But what I'll say is I'd rather take Pitts at 3 than risk not getting him at 7. That's my opinion.
Who do you think's going to take him though?
I think Cincy could really take Pitts. I think adding a tight end with Joe Burrow. I know their offensive line's bad.
If we trade back, they're probably taking Penei, right?
Yeah.
True, or Chase. But I'm saying Pitts is just such a difference maker. I've never seen a player like him. I'm serious. He's so amazing.
You're such a Gators homer, bro. And I'm a Gators fan, and it hurts me to say that, bro. He's amazing. He's amazing.
It is true, though. I am a Gators homer because you can ask my wife. I watch games, and she just like looks at me and like, I'm like, watch
He's
this
amazing,
guy.
Bro.
He's so amazing. He's so amazing.
The only team that would worry me in the top 8 of taking him is Philly because they're trading Ertz.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the team.
Yeah.
That's the team that would worry me. But you know what? I'll be honest. I don't know if I believe that they're building around Jalen Hurts because if they are, good luck to you.
It could be smoke. You're right, Reason. It could be smoke.
Like
It's
good
really
luck.
smoke.
Too.
Yeah.
And they have Goddard still there, if I'm not mistaken.
True.
Yeah, they're a
Goddard
big
is
2 tight end
legit.
team though. They run a lot of.
They love that
12
12 man. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, Klump, what gave you the idea with Wilson when he posted that tweet, or was it something you had in your head before?
So
bro, he needed content for an article, bro. He's gonna-
Yo, don't blow my smile yet. No, honestly,
No.
what it comes down to, Flores actually had a bigger connection than you think with him going to the same high school. So there's this story that I was in on. It was like Flores's best friend or one of his right-hand men at that school has a great connection with his family, and that's where it started from.
Mm.
Yeah, I was telling Powerhouse. He was one of those guys I know we interviewed multiple times last year during the draft cycle, and I know they were really high on him. They just didn't have a first round grade on him, right?
Right.
So I don't think anyone except the Tennessee Titans had a first round grade on Isaiah Wilson, bro.
So we got this guy for a 7th. A 7th.
No, you didn't even get him for a
Nothing.
7th, though.
For
Listen,
nothing.
I want everyone to stop saying that. They did
Okay.
not get him for a 7th. They traded 7th. They
Yeah,
got him for
swap.
free. They literally got him
for free.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gee.
Wow.
That's a
The
baller
only
move.
reason the Titans
Mike
did it is
Vrabel had
because they
enough.
saved $2 million. Yeah, they saved $2 million.
Wow.
Do you guys listen to Bussin' with the Boys? Does anyone listen to Bussin' with the Boys?
That's the one for one, right?
Yeah, Luan was on it probably say a month ago, and he was like talking so much crap on Isaiah Wilson. That's when I really started connecting it together. Like he's not going to be on the team.
Mhm.
Damn. What did he say about Isaiah? Tell a little one.
He pretty much just said that he has no clue what's going on with him, but he doesn't see him being on the team next year.
How do you?
All I gotta say, Jeremy, you know where I'm at. Whether they draft Sewell or not, I'm gonna be right because Wilson kicks Hunt inside.
Oh yeah.
So
I feel like Hunt and King
Man.
have to be your guards going in, right?
that's what you want, bro. Hunt it could be an
Did
all-pro
you put Lindsay in the middle?
Man, that's what I was just getting ready to say.
My only issue is, guys,
Please.
there's good. First of all, you're gonna have a year 2 rookie learning curve with this guy because he only played 3 snaps last year.
True.
And if you look at him, like I said, right, like I did the scouting report on him last year, his feet aren't very nimble. His ability to recover isn't very good. He doesn't have great agility, and he does have issues with getting low because of his size, right? Just natural. But he's a beast in space. Like he can track linebackers. And he got better every year. He was solid. I told y'all, 758 pass block snaps. 17 hurries? Only gave up 2 sacks, 5 pressures. And I think 9 of those hurries came in 2019. So he's gotten better every year when he was at Georgia. We just got to hope that they keep him in line because all that stuff he was pulling with the COVID violations and especially throw the COVID violations out the window, the DUI in your first year in September at the starting of the year.
Right.
Bro.
That's pretty bad, bro. That's pretty bad.
And then, Klump, do you know?
Is that Rhino?
I still haven't. Do you know why he was suspended in week 13?
Wasn't that the COVID violation? Wasn't that New Year's party?
He was on it twice.
He was on it. Oh yeah, he was on it twice.
He
He had the summer one, and then you're right, the New Year's party.
New Year's, he was partying with some strippers on New Year's. That's what it was.
Attaboy.
Oh, nice.
Wait,
Can't wait for him to come
And
to
he's
Miami,
coming to
bro.
Miami.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
Brian Flores and
Bro.
Solomon Kinley will take
We
care
just
of that, man.
we just
Hold
traded
on,
for the
hold on.
new king of diamonds, bro.
I think he was in Miami when he was with the strippers when he got suspended.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for adding some more context, Trump, and making me feel even
He
better.
already knows the good spots in Miami. He's gonna fit right
There you
in.
go.
Uh,
There you go.
Hey, but look at it this way: the guy was
So,
expecting
Seuss.
3rd round money. He got 1st round money, man. He had a little money to spend. You
No,
know.
speaking of money,
I will go ahead.
I was just gonna say, according to Chris Koofman, like his guaranteed money could be voided because of all of his antics in Tennessee. Like that's a possibility. According
It's
to
not
him.
gonna matter anyways, though. The money that the Dolphins are gonna end up paying him is gonna be around like $4 million. It's absolutely nothing. I mean, it is literally.
That's backup money.
You got to think. Look at someone
That's
like
stripper
the
money.
Eagles. Yeah, that's stripper money. Look at the Eagles. They're paying Carson Wentz $38 million not to be on the team this year.
Oh my God.
Think about if the Dolphins just cut Wilson $4 million to try to get a player like him for nothing. It's so worth it. So worth it.
See that gives me an idea that pickup doesn't mean anything. That we can still very well get Sewell.
I see you, Pat.
So I would agree with you if they made it later. I think them making it this early, I really think they believe they're going to fix him. Like I think that they are full on board thinking we are going to get this guy to be great and he's going to be our starting right tackle.
Mm-hmm. If Brian Flores has that Jedi formula to really get in this kid's head and pull out that pro inside of him, I mean, this would be an absolute steal. But I don't know. You talking about strippers in Miami? I mean,
do any of you have insight of our new offensive line coach? Do you have any insight with how he connects to all this? Is there any connection at all with our new offensive line coach? Or
I don't think so. The connection's literally with Flores, and then Kinley was his teammate. That's all I got for that.
Okay.
Right. I mean, him and Kinley. That's why I really connected it too. It's like, think about all the people in that locker room that are vouching for him, saying we can get him right. Like, I just feel like they all really think they're gonna fix him, and I think it's gonna be good. I wrote the article because I really truly believe that he's gonna get back on track in Miami.
Do you feel the Sewell's out, or you're not?
I truly feel like Sewell's out. Sorry.
Oh, goodness.
I think if I gave a percentage on what was going to happen, I'd say trading back is 50% now, and then drafting one of the pass catchers is maybe like 49%, and I'd honestly say Sewell at 3 is 1%. I don't see the Dolphins drafting Sewell at 3 now.
I have a question for taking a receiver at 3. We all agree that there's 4 receivers probably going top 12, right? Pitts, Waddle, Smith, Chase. So I don't understand.
Hold on, I'm just gonna open, guys. Liam and Dom, just come back in a bit. I just got to open space for EM and Damien right now. I'll bring you guys back in a bit. EM, if you're not EM or you're not Damien, please do not bother joining because I will just have to kick you to make room for him. So basically, Jeremy, I talked to a few scouts after this happened. Talked to 4 different people. They all said this doesn't mean Sewell's off the board, but this means basically prepare that it could be a receiver.
I agree. I could see a receiver, meaning, and I love, dude, you're just ruined everyone for Dolphins Twitter because now I'm going to just call Pitts a receiver and just ruin everyone's day and say,
but it's true.
He's a receiver. He's not a wide receiver. He's not a tight end. He's a receiver. But no, I agree with you. I think receiver's real, but that's why if they can get the right deal to trade back, it just makes so much sense to trade back because you have so many options. I mean, you'll have 4 if you could trade back to say like
who's
7, the Lions, right? You could trade back to the Lions at 7. You'll have a chance at one of the top 4 receivers. It's so worth it. Except they shouldn't take Chase. I'd die if they take Chase.
Oh my God.
That'll be so
Okay,
terrible.
Jeremy. So next Wednesday, I got Benjamin Albright coming on, okay? And Benjamin Albright, he was the one when the Senior Bowl started. Guys, this was his tweet. Pencil in Devontae Smith at 3 to the Dolphins.
I love it. Listen, when you have Albright on, tell him I said hello. I DM'd Albright the other day when he got the shout out from Schefter because I love all the people that give him shit and they're just so jealous they're not as good as
Albright's the man, bro.
Albright is the man.
Yeah. So and he's locked in.
Yep. Him and I were DMing about how it's so funny how all the haters are probably so mad because he got a shout out. But if the Dolphins take
what news did he break news? He broke something first. What was it?
Simmons getting a franchise tag.
Yeah, he broke it first. Yeah. Okay, continue on. Sorry.
So if the Dolphins take a wide receiver at number 3, it should be Devontae Smith, so I wouldn't be mad. That's all I'll add to that.
That'll be rough.
No. I'm not saying they should take him.
That'll be rough.
I'm not saying they should take him. If they take a wide receiver between Chase, Waddle, and Smith, Smith has to be the guy they take. He just has to be.
And here you go. Here you go. From January 20th, from PFN NFL Insider Albright. That's the one you can probably put in pencil right now is Devontae Smith to the Dolphins, so I'm not moving off that at all. And that's from January 20th.
Right.
And now
God, no.
And now they go and address the right guys. Whether we get Sewell or not, I'm right. They're kicking Hunt inside, so thank you. I'll take my W and walk off because I've had this conversation so many times with people.
Yes.
So, I mean, whether it's Sewell or Isaiah Wilson, I hate to be the one to tell you so, but it is. Klump got the name right. I got the position right. That's basically how you go.
So reason, are they going to switch Hunt to the left side and put Solomon next to him?
No, Solomon Kinley's a left guard, bro.
I know. I'm saying
he played left guard at Georgia. He didn't play right guard at Georgia.
Run blocked really well next to Kinley too.
He played next to Andrew Thomas. He didn't play next to Isaiah Wilson.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that. I was just saying
that's why Andrew Thomas got.
It doesn't matter. But that doesn't matter, bro. You want to go back to natural positions, right?
Yeah.
And look at how much better he helped Austin Jackson's game at left, right? So
yeah, he did.
But here's the thing: all those people who didn't want Sewell because y'all were worried about, I don't want a rookie. Well. You're getting a guy in year 2 who only had 3 snaps in year 1, so you're going to get a guy with a rookie learning curve. And he's 6'7". So, and I've already told y'all my scouting report.
350 stripper issues.
Yeah, he's 350. He loves strippers. And
don't we all? Don't hate on that man. Don't we all?
But bro, EM, this guy already had a COVID violation in August, had a DUI in September, and then he gets suspended in week 13 because he's out partying with strippers, bro.
Wow.
And add context to his DUI. Do you know how he got his DUI?
No, I don't know how.
He was doing donuts in the middle of the street in his car.
Oh, wow. Hey, we might have a problem.
Come into Miami.
Everyone needs to realize they have how long till the draft? How many months? What do we got? A month and we'll say like almost 2 months till the draft. They're going to bring him. They're going to talk to him. If they don't feel good about him, all they have to do is cut him. All they did was swap 7th round picks.
I'd keep him though.
They get the 7th round pick this year, so it's not even gonna. They're not gonna feel that miss till next year too. It's like it's a no brainer. Like
Jeremy, even if he isn't a starter, we have no depth other than Jesse Davis at the tackle position. Okay. Well, I mean, people want to call it Julian Davenport depth. All the power to you, but you know what I mean. Like this is at least we got another guy who can play. Go ahead.
I said, if he's not your starting right tackle, you have your third tight end that's going to come in on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, and he's going to murder people in the run game because that's what he's best at. He can run block like the best of them.
Oh yeah, he's a solid.
Imagine lining him up as your third tight end, or even I saw someone say put him at fullback. But for real though, imagine putting him as your lead blocker.
Oh my God!
Wow!
Like he's gonna be a guy at a bare minimum. And if you can get his mind okay, you're gonna have a rotational lineman that you can trust to come in and block if you need it.
Agreed. And you know what I always said, Jeremy? Mm-hmm. I always said I want an offensive line better than the Las Vegas Raiders. And the average weight on that offensive line is 339 pounds. Go look at the average weight of our offensive line now if Wilson starts.
Yep. I just saw it. Actually, someone just tweeted it. Got me so excited. I'm like, hell yeah.
And if we get Corey Linsley, oh my goodness.
If they get Linsley now, listen. If they get Linsley now, they're
baby.
Listen, I'm not
and Aaron.
Yo, I was gonna add if they get Linsley and then they get a running back and they go into the draft with pick 3 and pick 18 with that lineup already, I don't get very excited much. Trust me. I'm going to be so damn excited, and I feel like it's actually going to be unhealthy, the expectations I'm going to have for the Dolphins.
I had a stripper joke, but I see you're married.
I am married, yes.
Hey, what are you thinking about it, bro?
Ooh, another bombshell, bro. I tell you, this is killing my heart, bro. It's absolutely killing my heart. I love it. This is obviously a first-round pick, a player who the Dolphins were high on pre-draft, apparently, allegedly. And the lack of compensation that you had to give up to acquire a first-round talent at a position of need, I love it, bro. I love it. And, again, he has to pan out. He has to get his mind right. I don't know what transpired in Tennessee, bro, but apparently he's somewhat of a whack job. But if I'm confident Flores can reach this kid.
Yeah.
He apparently went to Brian. I know this might not mean much, but he went to Brian Flores High School in Brooklyn, New York, allegedly. Supposedly.
He did.
But look, the profile is there. The skill set is there. Again, this is screaming that Alabama power gap scheme, bro. This screams. This is what I've been telling y'all. What Flores is trying to replicate more so. That's why I emphatically disagree with hopefully the Devontae Smith pick at 3.
Who you like
trying
him?
to replicate that. You are
Sorry.
who is that, Damon? Who's that, Damon?
Yeah,
You know what? Listen, hang on. This is what he's trying to replicate, that power running game for Tua, because everything is predicated off that run game. And this kid, if he pans out, he gets his mind right, this could be an absolute steal, literally. So I love the it gives you tons of flexibility in terms of the draft. Because again, I love Sewell, but this obliterates that Sewell narrative. In my opinion. Obliterates.
I gotta say something. Technically, if they couldn't get Wilson, this shows that they would have been targeting a right tackle.
Listen, that's what I was going to say.
But not at 3, and that's what I kept telling y'all. Now, in my opinion, the trade down is in play.
Right.
The trade down is in play now.
I can't wait for my time.
Hold on a sec. Let him finish. Let him finish, and then you can go, Jeremy.
Yep.
So yeah, I think this, again, it's not, I'm not poo-pooing on the talent for Sewell is, but I just didn't think. I always thought, we all know that the trade down was in play at 3. This move right here is a classic New England type of move, and then the trade down is coming. It's just a matter of take your pick to who. They're gonna sell that pick to the highest bidder, in my opinion. And so maybe later down in the top 10, they might select Devontae Smith. God, I hope not. But definitely the trade down is in play, bro, in my opinion.
Tua's having a field day right now.
I'll go after Jeremy.
Jeremy, go ahead, and then Damien, you can go.
Who was just talking? Who said that? So I'm sorry, I don't know who.
Yeah.
Listen, what you said just made me so pumped because I didn't even think about this aspect of it, and Reason just brought it up. The Dolphins are improving their right tackle position. When I was on Reason's show for the first time, he brought up the idea that I, for some odd reason, didn't think about. The most important position on the offensive line for the Dolphins is what? Right tackle, because it's the blind side to Tua, which makes me now think even more that the whole Deshaun Watson stuff, it's just not going to happen. They have been building everything, the coaching staff, the offense around Tua, and it just makes me think even more now. So that was a great point about building around Tua, because that 100% is what they're doing. And I'm so against taking Harris at 18. But if they do it now, I won't even care because they're building up their team like this. And I honestly wouldn't even care. I don't. They have so many options now. I'm pumped up. I really
they're taking a receiver with that first pick. They're taking a receiver with that first pick.
I am not willing to say that. I still think the Watson narrative is in play. I still think it's in play. But as we're sitting here right now, if you're going to put a gun in my hand, I'm leaning more towards still them staying the course with Tua Tagovailoa. But the Watson narrative is still in play. Just saying.
Okay, yeah.
But I think this trade, if they're not going Sewell, which it looks like they might not, but hey, at the end of the day, like I'll keep saying it. I was right. They're kicking hunting.
It's happening.
This shows you. I'm telling you. And I say receiver. I don't say wide receiver because I think Pitts, Waddle, and Smith are in play with that first pick now. Wherever it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy. I got a question. Jordan.
Hold on a sec, Martin, because Damien wanted to go. Go ahead, Damien.
My fault.
No, you can go after Damien. Go after Damien.
These idiots coming out early, bro.
As far as the Isaiah Wilson thing is, the news of that coming up, I think that we have the coach who's like Andy Reid, who can take a troubled talent and get the most out of them. And I think, and hopefully this young kid is the one, because that would be extreme value for a 7th round pick for a 1st round talent. And I think that, and I'm optimistic. I'm looking at it through aqua color glasses, but I'm optimistic that it will happen. That being
said, you said aqua colored.
I'm being honest, but the talent's there. The talent's there. It's just the head.
No, I just like how you said aqua instead of rose. I just like that.
Oh yeah, thank you, bro. And pick 3. wrestling term, the Ultimate Warrior. I think we should get the
Who you picking, Damien? Who you picking, bro?
Reason knows, Rhino knows, and EM knows. We should get the Ultimate Weapon. We should get somebody that's 6'6", 240, and we hoping it will run this 4-4 flat. And will be a mismatch nightmare with him, Gesicki, Preston Williams, and Devontae Parker. It would be a disaster, and you might as well put 6 on the board every time within the 20. Win the 20. You might as well put 6 on the board. And then if you come back in the second round with a Rondale Moore, how defenses will be stretched so much that they will pop.
I love it,
Damien. Did you see what I posted, Damien? Did you see what I posted?
Brother.
The prospects they've interviewed. Here's your whole list of Zoom interviews. The top 3, Rondale Moore, Asante Samuel, who I've been warning y'all about for weeks now, and Zavin Collins. So Rondale Moore is in play, bro. I think they're going to go corner, and I think they're targeting Asante in the second.
And Asante will be a purpose nerd because Flores.
Buddy, he's right. Me and you had this conversation yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Damien, before Revolution, me and you had this conversation. Everyone's sleeping on that boy Asante, bro.
Yes, we did.
This guy's right up there with the best of them, man.
And I will say this,
bro.
And I will also say this. Flores, this does count. Flores knows the upbringing of this kid, the character of this
Isaiah?
kid.
Are you talking about Isaiah?
Not just Isaiah. I'm talking about Asante Samuel.
Asante, because of his father, right?
And that counts for something as far as being a Flores guy. And I also will say this. Flores just seems to have that ability the way Andy Reid has, a Parcells has, and a Belichick has, because Belichick will take a chance on a player of taking that troubled talent, no matter what he's been through, and tapping that potential and getting the most out of him. Jimmy did it also in Dallas. We're not after, your pass has to be squeaky clean. Everybody makes mistakes. My whole thing is this. If you can tap into that talent and get this guy to get his head on straight with a first-round talent that we got with a 7th-round draft pick, damn it, you do it. Because that gives us so many options at pick 3. Well, now I'm definitely all in on the pitch string. I'm not going to hide it no more.
And Damien,
that is a matchup nightmare.
Here's the thing: they put in the work. They put in the work on Isaiah last draft. Here's the thing:
I remember you talked about that.
No one can find out more about Isaiah Wilson than Brian Flores, like Jeremy said, right? Jeremy already pointed out he knows the family. You know, his Flores' best friend, from what Jeremy said, is still at the high school and has him plugged in. So here's the thing. Before they even made this trade and got the swap, I guarantee you Flores has done his homework, bro.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And reason. This tells me that they are extreme. They are not. This is just not taking a flyer on a kid. They're actually high on him because they are extremely high. Obviously, pre-draft they were, but also they traded. They traded for the contract. They could have easily let him cut him and risk and just sign him as a free agent. But they traded for that contract. Exactly, and I get that they're paying him pennies, but they have him on contract for the next 4 years. So that carries a lot of weight with me. They're bringing this kid in because they think he can be a starter.
You know why they didn't take him last year? Because literally no one, not even, and you know how I feel about Dan Jeremiah, no one saw him as a first-round guy. Everyone saw him second, third, fourth. Yeah. I had a third, fourth-round grade on him. Everyone's like, if you go back to my big board EM, I had Austin Jackson at 10, but I had Isaiah Wilson at 8 in front of Ezra Cleveland. So, I had like a third, fourth-round grade on the guy. But, I mean, you're right. That extra year matters, especially if he works out, right? So
that's why I was trying to get to this third pick, man, because if we're talking about Kyle Pitts, I'm just thinking in my head, just as far as comparisons, Jordan Reed out of Florida, he wasn't a pure tight end.
No,
I'm just saying Jordan Reed in Washington with the Redskins
couldn't say
he was a nightmare. He had issues, but he was a matchup.
Yeah, he was when he played. He was disgusting. Yeah.
So all I'm saying is because I haven't seen too much of Pitts. Is Pitts better than that?
He outruns tight ends. He outruns tight ends so much better.
Dude,
really? Chase Claypool.
Pitt, I'll tell you right now. No, he's better than Claypool. I'm telling you, you got it. I'm telling you, if you want, he might. my comparison, but I think you can move him around a lot more, and I think he might be better than him, is Darren Waller.
Yeah,
because he's explosive.
Yeah,
my comparison.
But I think you can move him around more. I think you can move him around more. Clump's about to come in with the Megatron comparison. Go ahead, Clump.
Listen. I got crushed for the Megatron comparison. I'm not saying
You're right,
Calvin Johnson, but what I'm saying is he's such a mismatch nightmare. I mean, you can, no matter who you put on him, you have to feel shitty.
Solid route runner too. He's a solid.
You got to watch. I think it was
his twitch. His
oh my
twitch.
God.
Start that train up, Clump. Start that train up. I'm riding with you, brother. 6'6", 220, bro.
I'm not willing to go Megatron.
When that 440 flat.
I'm not willing to go Megatron.
He means Megatron in terms of matchup nightmare. That's
matchup nightmare and profile.
Yeah, that's what he means.
In terms of play style, not end of career kind.
But if this guy runs a low 4.4, you take him out.
I'm calling it.
And you know what? And you know what reason? If he does time, and if he runs that fast, I would be so much more comfortable selecting him in the top 10 than any other receiver.
We take him at 3.
That's disgusting.
100.
I would, bro.
Take him at 3.
Because again, you got that height, weight, speed value there.
Yeah.
You have the value there.
Profile that me and you always talk about with Megatron and Julio. Yo, Clump.
Take more 36.
Clump, do we have a 40 time on him that the Gators have done?
So I don't know official 40 time. That's what I want to say to everyone. Coming from the biggest Kyle Pitts fan ranking him the number 1 player, I wouldn't put too much weight in his 40 time if he runs a 4.4, just because it's the whole COVID combine stuff and there's no real NFL combine. I would say Pitts is around a 4.5 guy. I don't think he's a 4.4 guy.
You know what? That's exactly what I said. I said I don't see 4.4.3 on him on tape. He's more, but again,
have you seen him outrun
Jeremy,
have you seen him outrun corners, Jeremy? Have you seen him outrun corners? Listen. Have you seen him outrun corners?
If he runs a 4.4, I'm going to be uncontrollable on Twitter. I will. It'll be bad.
Let it out. Unleash it.
But you know what?
His route running, his whip route. Has anyone ever seen his whip route that he ran against Ole Miss? Oh my God!
The way he cuts, a Gator. Y'all should love it.
The way he cuts, bro, and that's what's most impressive to me is again he's so fluid. As 6'6", 240. He don't run like he doesn't move like a tight end. He really doesn't. And if he comes in, if he comes in 4.5 to me, I'm ecstatic if he runs a 4.5. Me too. He don't have to run 4.4 for me. 4.4.
So
does anyone know how many drops?
Y'all want a receiving core full of small forwards now, bro.
See, the whole thing is, we're not saying he needs to run a 4.4. We're saying if he runs a 4.4, run the card up to the podium.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I don't see low 4.4 on from him at all.
No.
But hey,
I'm pushing
that. That's why I was like the Megatron comparisons for me. Were unsubstantiated in my opinion because Megatron was his size, but Megatron is running low 4.3s. Literally.
But Megatron wasn't lining up in line and blocking though.
This is true.
Pitts is a tight end. Also, how many drops did Kyle Pitts have in his career at Florida? Does anyone know the answer?
None.
Right? Yeah, none.
0.
None.
He is. I saw a Pro Football Focus stat. It was like he's one of the. I think he's the only player in college football history since Pro Football Focus has been doing stats to have over 100+ targets and 0 drops. That's all I got to say.
Damn.
So
Miami receiver haven't done that since Marino.
No, well, to me, I still would rather trade down, and I think the trade down will be the move for the Miami Dolphins here in about a little over a month. But I would be more. It makes me sleep better at night. If you're selecting a skill position player, tight end, wide receiver, this kid is not a freaking tight end.
He's a receiver. He's a receiver,
bro. He's a receiver masquerading as tight end. So I look at him, and again, he hits that height, weight, speed criteria that justifies a player taken in the top 10. I would sleep better at night if we selected, him. I still think Farley should be the pick. But I'm looking at the competition.
Here we go.
All right. Here's the thing. We all pretty much agree. We don't think he's going to run in low 4.4. Mm-hmm. Did we expect Bateman to come out, run a 4.37 and a 4.39?
No, we didn't. No, so true.
Yeah.
And did you see what happened today? No. Here's a little info for you guys. Got the following numbers from well-regarded speed coach Ryan Capretta of Proactive. Okay. Jason Owe, 4.34 hand, 4.38 laser. That's a linebacker / edge. JC Horn ran a 4.39, 4.42 laser. Micah Parsons ran a 4.41, 4.4 laser. But here's the thing. Capretta is the one who correctly timed Isaiah Simmons last year at a 4.38 before the combine. So he's legit. So that Micah Parsons time
is you send that shit in, man. You send that shit in.
This is going to be the hardest. This is going to be the hardest third overall pick selection in NFL history, bro.
No,
as far as yeah, I'm just saying, Penei Sewell, man.
I'm with you,
I got to stay on it, man. This kid, you can line him up anywhere on this offensive line.
Yeah. Left guard, right guard, right tackle, left tackle.
It immediately makes us a top 10 offensive line in the NFL with nothing but young bucks.
He only played
a year.
The only position he's never played is center.
Right.
People don't know. Coming to Oregon, he was a 4-star guard recruit. He wasn't even a tackle recruit.
His guard flexibility.
That's your thing.
I'm just more. I have my mind wrapped around this just being a juggernaut offensive line, bro. That's my only thing. Just and run blocking.
But
defense last year, offense this year.
Hey, listen.
But again,
I was told by multiple scouts after this trade, Sewell is not off the board for the Dolphins. But be prepared for them potentially taking, because I told these guys, if they take I said Chase, but I said if they take a wide receiver, specifically Chase, I'm jumping off that ledge at 3. And they all told me,
break some shit, man.
They all told me it might not be Chase. They said it might not be Chase, but be prepared to jump is basically what I was told.
Wait, but repeat that again, Reason, because you got me a little nervous.
Wow.
Repeat that again,
okay,
brother.
So I hit up 4 scout buddies. One of them, you only know one of them, and it's Dante. So I hit up 4 different guys. I said, okay, do you think this means Sewell's off the board? They said, no, he's not off the board. And then I responded, do you think they're going to take a receiver at 3? And if it's Chase, I'm jumping off the ledge. I was basically told it might not be Chase, but be prepared.
Wow.
By all of them, including Dante.
Might not be Chase, but be prepared.
It's Chase. I don't know what I'm
prepared to take over a wide receiver.
See, that's Ted Ginn territory for me because.
No, I think they all include Pitts in that, eh? Pitts
okay, well, I'm good.
Okay.
That's Ted Ginn territory for me if we take Jamar Chase.
You want me to accept Pitts? Start telling me we might get Chase. I want Pitts,
dude. Trust me. When Chase runs a 4.5 and he measures in at 5'11", don't say I didn't tell y'all. So that's all I got.
Oh, I know. I'm with you.
I got in a huge argument on Twitter. I think it was on Sunday. If anyone saw this, and no one could answer this question other than someone.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. Ready?
Bro, me and him slam dunk on people, bro.
Listen, in all seriousness, name one thing better and in Reason's quote now, a receiver that Jamar Chase does better than Kyle Pitts.
You can't.
Nothing.
You can't. Someone told me run after catch, and I disagree because listen, Pitts is outrunning everyone that's covering him, no matter if it's a corner, safety, or a linebacker. And
Thank you,
it's going to be a linebacker or a safety on him, because if you put the corner on him, you're screwed. Devontae Parker's going to eat them. I mean, it's like I can't get on board with Chase. I like Jamar Chase; he's solid, but if they take him at pick 3, I'm with Reason. I'm holding on to him as we jump. I'm going to be pissed.
Do we move DVP inside?
No, you keep him on the outside.
No, if this guy measures 5'11", he's going inside, bro.
You can, if we get Pitts, you can leave DVP because you can put Pitts anywhere on the field. Florida did it a lot. You can move him anywhere. He's a nightmare.
They lined him up at running back.
I'll tell you one thing, Damian.
He's a weapon.
Damian, Preston and DVP, they better ball out and be healthy because Pitt's going to be coming for jobs, bro. If they
real.
Right.
What John Witherspoon said on Friday, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Their ass is gone.
I like
That's ludicrous coming for your number one spot. It's over for DVP.
And I got to ask you guys this. I want to show you because I don't know if, I got to put this up here for everyone. All right. Everyone's worried about two things. I'm going to point out. Everyone's worried about Devontae Smith's size. Looks like even down to the legs, he's the same as Justin Jefferson in the middle. Then let's line up heights. These are both, remember, Justin Jefferson was listed by LSU as 6'3". Combine time came. He was measured at 6'1", right? This guy's 6'1", too. This man is not 6'1" like what he's listed at. Look at the height, bro.
Yeah.
This man is 5'11",
a shorter
bro.
person.
He doesn't have a on.
No, he looks like a running back, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does.
He runs routes like 1-2.
So apparently, are y'all hearing? Hey, are y'all hearing that the Dolphins are I mean, is Chase? Is he a legitimate option for the Dolphins? From what y'all hearing quietly?
It's on hella mock drafts, but we not paying attention to those.
Like Daniel Jeremiah, who the hell?
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, Daryl Jeremiah is the same one with his Drew Lock scouting report said the next Mahomes, bro. Okay,
exactly.
So here's my thing. Benjamin Albright is okay. So here you go to EM. Ben Albright was recently on Pro Football Network, like they do their streams or whatever, and he like basically laughed at people who said they think we might take a quarterback at 3. He's like, I'll tell you right now, from what I understand, they'll take a day 3 quarterback as like a backup developmental guy. They're not taking a high value pick. So he's dead on. I think we can all agree he's probably dead on with that. My thing is, we make this move for Isaiah Wilson. The first thing I thought about was Albright's tweet on January 20th about penciling in Devontae Smith. Now, they might fall in love with different guys because of the pro days and stuff. But, I mean, I think it's – because here's the thing. I keep telling people. All right, 2 things. 1, last year in a COVID-ridden season, we needed a quarterback. The Chargers needed a quarterback. We can all make the argument that Tua, his tape, and Herbert's athletic profile make them more intriguing prospects than Zach Wilson or Justin Fields. Can we agree?
100% right. Herbert,
okay. No one traded up. No one traded up for these guys, all right? So here's the other thing I got to hit you with. From what I understand, if they're sticking with Sam Darnold, which they haven't made a decision yet, they're going to be looking to trade back. Because if they need Sam Darnold, they need weapons, right? They don't have anything, right? So if they trade back, listen, here, check it. I don't know if you saw it today. All right. Atlanta, they're at 4. They're not going to move up. All right. No. Okay, number 5. It's going to be Chase or Penei Sewell if he falls. I think we can all agree to Cincy. Number 6, this is the interesting one. The Eagles came out today and said they're building around Jalen Hurts next year. So they may be a threat for a Waddle, a Smith, or a Pitts. Okay? Number 7, Detroit said they're basically in on Jared Goff this year. They're not taking it, and I think they might look to trade back personally.
I think Carolina's the team to watch.
That's the team, bro. But here's my thing.
That's the team to watch.
If here's my thing. If the Jets aren't taking a quarterback, the difference in leverage they have with us is people believe they could possibly take a quarterback at 2. No one believes we're taking a quarterback at 3.
2. Yeah,
so
exactly.
The Jets can sit there and say, "Oh, you better make us an offer. We might take your guy." And then if the Carolina trades up, it's going to be what Rhino said to me yesterday or the day before. What do you do if you're stuck at 3? That's going to screw us, bro, because 4, Falcons will just sit. 5, since you don't need one. Like that, that's what I'm sitting here saying. If Carolina trades up with the Jets, we're fucked on a trade back. I'm telling you right now.
Unless Jacksonville takes Wilson.
No way, God's green earth is.
Yeah, but then the Jets. What do you mean? But then the Jets either take Lawrence or a team trades up for Lawrence.
Yeah, that's even worse. The Jets are taking Lawrence. They're worried about Sam Darnold later.
Yeah. So then now you're.
That's even worse.
I don't think. I'll tell you right now. I don't think. And you guys know I love Zach Wilson. I don't think Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, or Trey Lance, unless Trey Lance is in like the teens, are worth trading up for in the top 10. And Mac You already know. I don't even got to mention that name. That's even ridiculous. That's being mentioned in the
even Wilson, huh? Wow.
I've got a lot of friends,
bro.
Right.
I've got a lot of friends in Jacksonville, and the talk is they're talking about Wilson.
I wouldn't blame them after Trevor Lawrence's pro day, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Don't take Zach Wilson at one.
I could have had a pro day, and my red zone throws would have been better than that,
We
bro.
can talk about what the fans want. It's all on Urban Meyer. I don't see no way God's green earth Urban Meyer's passing down on Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I don't think so either, man. If Trevor Lawrence is there,
I hope we do, because then me and EM were right all along again on Trevor Lawrence. No one wanted to listen to us. No, he's not this perfect prospect. Y'all make him out to be, man.
He's not more cleaner than Andrew Luck. He's not more cleaner prospect than Andrew Luck.
Not even close.
Right I'm telling you now.
Tua, bro. If Tua would have
stayed
there.
The only hype that they can have over Tua is the size and the injury history. That's the only thing they can put over Tua.
Fundamentally, Tua's tape is so much more clean than Trevor.
So much more clean. It's just the physical traits and the injury history. Mainly the injury history. You know?
I'm just telling you right now. I know you guys remember the fools that said they rather wait for Trevor Lawrence next year.
Oh,
how egg on your guys' face for saying that bull.
Blasphemy.
That blasphemy.
Question. I got a question for you, Reason, and probably for the panel too. If I already know the answer really to this, because the sacrifice of moving back that far to 12 with San Francisco, because it's really rolling the dice or missing one of those skill position players. Even though we could settle on Bateman, and that's not a bad settle, because that's my second guy out.
Use the word settle on my man crush, bro.
You know how much I love Bateman. So I always been going to bat with you. As far as Bateman, that's the second guy I want out of the Pitts. It's Rashawn Bateman. Where we could, because that's probably the only other team that I can see that would offer to move up for the quarterback.
See, but I've heard I've heard the only trade they're willing to make for a quarterback is Deshaun Watson, or otherwise they believe they can win with Jimmy G.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Denver's on Drew Lock, huh? Denver's on Drew Lock, huh?
So Ben Albright said they would bring in competition for him, but
so they're
to me that doesn't scream. That doesn't scream they're willing to move up, right?
Nah.
Now, if a guy falls in their lap, they like at 9, sure. Like I think, and here's another thing, guys. If I'm San Fran, I'm sitting pat and I'm hoping Trey Lance falls to me, bro.
And I think that's the guy, and I think he needs to sit for a year.
Oh yeah, and he will.
Right.
Of course,
he needs to learn how to be a pro. Yes.
No, that's most definitely. He does have.
I think that athletic ability,
all the tools, bro.
That offense, that athletic ability, he can run. I mean, I'm not talking about speed wise, but as far as a runner from the quarterback position, he's Lamar Jackson. Like as far as
powerhouse is now all of a sudden going with Kyle Pitts avatars. Here we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Everybody's in.
You guys make it clean. You guys make a clean jump or trip when you hop bandwagon.
now that Sewell's possibly going, hey, why not?
Well, first and foremost,
out.
You gotta wait for it to make a complete stop, and then you bored.
Yeah. I got the red carpet out for you boys to come join the train, baby. We got complimentary drinks, we got snacks, we got it all, baby.
You got strippers?
We got no strippers on this train because we need Isaiah Wilson to keep his head on straight.
Well, on the Najee Express, we got strippers and cocaine.
So I was making quick. I just tweeted this. Isaiah Wilson, say he ends up working out and starts. That would mean that the Dolphins have 4 starters on their offensive line from the 2020 NFL season. That's pretty incredible.
Beautiful.
Wow. Oh, I agree.
That is like, I mean, you can't beat that.
That's how you build a offensive line. That young nucleus. That reminds me of 90s Cowboys. As far as a young nucleus that you build for your offensive line.
They're all in the same
That
contract.
would be fucking beautiful.
Yep.
God, that would be beautiful.
And then a quarterback on a rookie contract.
Yeah. And then get 2 weapons in the draft that are all young. Oh man.
Wow.
With a top 5
dynasty?
defense.
And we say we're building this team to become a dynasty?
Truthfully, if we do go and get Pitts, I think we should trade Mike Gesicki, just to make it more. I think we do it, man. I think we should.
That takes away from the matchup nightmare.
Considering how much 12-man personnel we run, too.
Exactly, bro.
No.
And can you imagine that 13 personnel group?
No, we keep Gesicki.
It's DVP and Preston that need to look over the shoulder if they can't stay healthy or ball out.
And that's good. And they should look over their shoulder. No, you keep Gesicki.
I honestly hope that Grant is not looking over his shoulder. I hope we just straight up gave him the bus ticket.
Well, hopefully.
I'm done with that guy, man.
Did you like that emoji, bro?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's the best one.
Grant, I'm telling you now, Grant needs to be looking for real estate in a different city for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Because it's just a matter of time.
Yo,
I can see Kansas City taking a flyer on them.
If they get Pitts or Smith or Waddle and double up with Rondell Moore,
it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Rondell Moore's film was surprisingly explosive, bro.
Oh, bro.
Surprising. Weird.
I told you. What did I say?
The most dynamic right there.
Yeah, I said the most dynamic. I've said all along the most dynamic. Remember, I don't say wide receivers. The most dynamic receivers in this draft are Moore, Waddle, and Pitts. Hands down, bro.
Yes. And I'm.
If you can get 2 of those 3. Oh my god.
The reason I said surprisingly is because he went to Purdue. I have a weird bias, as far as power schools, but I'm saying the way he dominated his opponents in the Big Ten, and I was like, man, this kid is actually elite.
Great players came from Purdue.
The most impressive thing when you watch him is how much he loves contact and how he breaks tackles at like a ridiculous rate.
I got a quick question for you, Reason. Has more stock increased, or is it like the same?
See, I've seen mocks where he creeps into the 20s.
Yeah.
We might have to leverage that pick at 36 and might move up a little bit.
Yeah.
And which I'm all for. Fuck next year.
No, the guy's got a 43-inch vert. He's gonna run like a 43. He's gonna run like a 43, bro.
He has a 40+ inch vertical.
Yeah, 43 inch, bro.
Oh yeah. He's a first round pick, man.
And he's bricked. He is bricked up, bro.
Why
EM made the perfect comparison, bro. And I'll hop on him with it. It's Steve Smith 2.0, bro.
Shit. All right, then we gonna get Kyle Pitts, Rondell Moore, and Najee Harris, and we good.
That would be disgusting. If they swung all 3 of those guys, that would be ridiculous, bro.
Only reason why I can see, and this not to throw shade at Powerhouse, because I'm with you on Najee Moore. Honestly, I'm.
Here we go.
The only way I don't see Najee at 18.
Here comes this bull.
If certain defensive player falls at 18 that's got a troubled history, because they took the fly on this kid Isaiah Wilson.
You can throw
fly on this top out there. Yeah,
especially if he runs that 4.41, bro.
Man.
Oh yeah,
that's a good point.
He's gonna fall.
Good God.
Gonna fall.
Hello, Micah.
More than likely, he's not going to be the first pass rusher taken off the board. He might even be like the second or third pass rusher taken off the board. So it's a possibility.
Truthfully, with the Dolphins taking Isaiah like this, it's kind of like a telltale sign. Like, hey, if Mika fall here, we take it.
Shit real, man.
It kind of kills that narrative.
Give me Pitts, Waddle, or Smith in the top 10. Come back. Take Najee at 18, even though I don't know. Take Najee at 18. Come back, get Rondell Moore, and then go draft on day 2, day 3. Go get Baron Browning and Jabril Cox, and you don't need Davin Collins, or you don't need my boy Bolton. Baron Browning is basically what Calvin Noig was, and then Jabril can fill the middle, bro. And then all of a sudden that line, and both of those guys, Jabril and Baron. I told y'all before the Senior Bowl about them, but I've been hyping them up even more since the Senior Bowl when we worked with them. So those are two guys you got to watch because of value, bro.
Yeah,
so,
I love it.
I think free agency is going to tell us what the running back position. If they,
No, absolutely.
Honestly, bro, I would get Aaron. I would spend money on Aaron Jones and Corey Linsley. The reason why Aaron Jones, my whole reason is I think once you get past my top 4, who I've named for you guys before, Najee, Javonte, Etienne, and Kenneth Gainwell, I think there is a drop off. And then the problem with center is once you get, I'm not a huge Josh Myers fan, okay? So once you get past Dickerson, Creed, if you want to kick in Menarez, it's a pretty steep drop off too, bro. So
Josh Myers ain't blow me away in Ohio State. He ain't blow me away.
He's not a very good communicator either, bro.
Can I ask you a question, Reason? Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Because I would like to hear your opinion on this. Because I've talked to
Kadarius Toney is not a bear. Yo, Jeremy.
I'm here.
Okay, fellow Gators fan, who would you take, Rondale Moore or Toney?
I'd go. That's who. What pick? Where we drafted?
At 36.
At 36?
Yeah.
I'd probably go Moore. Moore has the hamstring issue, right? He's got the hamstring. Tony's got the drops, but Toney has this weird production thing. I don't know if a lot of people know this. Like, he's only a 1-year wonder at Florida. It's not like Toney was like this great receiver all the time. I would go Moore. I think Toney is going to run a really weird 40-yard dash too. I don't think he's as fast as people think he is. He's actually.
Do you remember Moore's first game at Purdue?
I do not.
He had almost 350 all-purpose yards.
Oh my god!
In his first game in college, bro.
That's dominant.
Next level, bro.
That's dominant, man.
Yeah, I'm high on Elijah Moore, like you.
I like him from Ole Miss.
He's my draft crush for like a later round receiver, second, third round.
He's explosive.
If I can bring it back real quick to the free agents at running back, I know everybody likes Aaron Jones, but I think a sneaky good free agent pickup would be James Conner. I think James Conner would be a sneaky good signing.
Yeah. But he is hurt a lot. That would be a really good sneaky signing.
I'm just saying I've seen a lot of instances where I'm like, yo, if this guy can stay on the field though, this is an alpha, A1 back that we can actually use.
To give you pushback to that. Being that the chance we took last year and the failures we took last year with free agent signings at running back, and also the fact that his own team doesn't want to re-sign him, and the injury concerns.
I know, but again, from last year's signing, Jordan Howard was kind of bouncing around after he left Chicago, and Matt Breida was always a third wheel in San Francisco, whereas James Conner has been the running back since Le'Veon left. So I just see him as like a sneaky good signing if we can get him in the building.
Year when he was sneaky under the radar, he hasn't produced since, and he stays hurt, and that's why.
And that's a good.
It's rough. Yeah, I like Gus by
yeah.
Yo, he's never had he's had he had 180 carries this year. He only put up 757 yards. His only season over 200 carries, 215 in 2018. He didn't even put up 1,000 yards. So I'm gonna.
If I'm gonna go with an injury riddled running back, fucking give me Chris Carson.
I would take Carson if you're going injury riddled. I would go Carson over him.
From Seattle.
Yeah, they're letting him walk too, right? I wouldn't want either though.
They're going through Todd Penny.
Me, it's Aaron Jones. If Leonard Fournette hits it, go rock at Leonard Fournette, play off Lenny, or go and draft a guy.
Lombardi Lenny.
Yeah.
Lombardi Lenny. There you go.
Nice.
Question, Reason. Because I know that right now, the way the Dolphins sit, I don't know if chasing is the right word, but chasing the Buffalo Bills. That's who in order to get over that hurdle, we have to dethrone them. They are right now the best team in the division. In order to win the division and to take that next step, we have to dethrone them. So knowing that Doug McDermott, after that AFC title loss, said that we will address the running back position.
I told you what I've been telling y'all.
Yes.
What I've been telling you. Najee ain't getting past Pittsburgh and Javonte or Etienne, but I think it's Javonte ain't getting past Buffalo. I've been saying this for fucking months, bro.
And also with Etienne, he has said he wanted to come to Miami, but I'm not even speaking on that.
Yeah, I saw that. He doesn't want to leave, right? He likes it there. He doesn't want to leave.
Yeah,
he's training there now.
But shouldn't we want to? I don't know the free agents as far as the nose zero tech. I think you or EM would know that. And I'm with you all on board with a Denzel Perryman, especially for the price that we need to address. I would rather address this nose and this Mike linebacker and free agency so we can just go ham on these offensive players and maybe get a couple of young backers in day 2 in the draft, because we need a Buffalo with a running game will be very lethal. And in order, and also I think that that's what lost us the Denver game. Yes, we can talk about the 23 pressures, but also we have to look at this. When you can't stop the run and you give up over 200 yards and a team can dictate the flow of the game and take possessions away from you by dictating the flow of the game, when you on the offensive side of the ball, now you in constant rush mode and you have to scrap away your game plan, and that gives the defense an opportunity to pin their ears back and come at you, because when you're on the defensive side of the ball, you can't stop the fucking run.
Yeah.
And this is an issue that we've had in the New England game. It was the same issue. And that's something we need to address.
Speaking of the run, my friend, on March 8th, 2002, so on this date, about 19 years ago, the Miami Dolphins traded their 2002 first-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and their 2003 third round, which was conditional and turned into a first, to the New Orleans Saints for Ricky Williams and a 2002 fourth-round pick. And I just got to show some love to him because I didn't think this tweet would blow up the way it's got over like 780 likes, right? I didn't think it'd blow up like this, but here we are. Guys, let's just sit here and offer a sec and watch what it's like when we had a running game, okay?
Oh, man. That's
Thank you. That was
look at that second one, baby.
That was second 200.
That's Najee.
That's Najee.
Bro.
That's Najee can't lace that man.
No, Najee ain't this, bro. Stop with that blasphemy, bro.
He can become
Ricky was special.
Okay.
Ricky was special.
Can't.
Yo, wait till you see. I want to point something out.
Just Jamie Nails.
Ooh. Jamie Nails.
Nice
Bronco put back some memories, man.
Look at this. Ed Reed. He just shook Ed Reed out of his shoes, bro.
Yeah, man.
I don't remember that one. Wow.
Look at this. Look at this. And that's 4.56 speed, bro. That ain't even 4.4 speed.
I think that's Jamie Nails again.
Look at that. Bro.
That was Rodney Harrison.
Ricky could have been the GOAT, bro, if he just stuck around.
Look at Sayal running without his helmet.
Chronic.
Look at that.
That loud.
Look at that, bro.
Man, if we had him, if he was there when Marino was still playing,
I lost my crap on that play. I lost it, bro.
Oh God, Ricky, we love it.
This man is so good.
If him and Marino was playing together, man, it would be something.
That Bills run, we were down by 18 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
we won that game.
Yeah,
dude, you remember that Kansas City game? They were killing us, and this guy was the only thing that he was the only one putting up points that game, bro.
Yeah,
they're up like 24-0 on us, and I think he put up like, what did we lose, like 24-17, and he put up the 2 touchdowns late.
Yeah, he was so special.
Love it.
Yo, that is my guy, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I chime in on the what is it? The Isaiah Wilson pickup?
Yeah.
I really liked it. I feel like I can't really speak on how I feel about Isaiah Wilson. I just know he's a pretty good player. He didn't really get to play last year because of all that other stuff. But maybe coming over here, Coach Flo can get him right like he do with everybody. Because if he can come in and take that right tackle spot, it's just going to help with even more flexibility in the draft. And also, you got to shout out Professor Klump because he called it about the Dolphins trying to get Isaiah Wilson.
Bro, we already gave him his props. Don't gas.
Yeah, enough of that.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. I didn't actually hear him. What did he say?
yeah.
Damn it.
I was saying,
don't worry. he's being sarcastic, bro.
Right.
I already see you dropping your little article all over Twitter, bro.
You know what I haven't done yet?
On the Rappaport thread, this guy.
You know what I haven't done yet though, and I'm saving it for tomorrow. I'm just gonna let it marinate for a little. I'm gonna go back through and reply to everyone that called me an idiot for this idea. And it is going. I mean, dude, I made my last mock draft, by the way, had the Dolphins trading a 7th round pick for Isaiah Wilson, if anyone saw that. Just so I can tip my cap even more. And what I want to add, and what I put in it, and what I think, I mean, it's probably a stretch. Do you guys think the Dolphins are going to win the Super Bowl next year? Or you think they're 2 years away? Then I'll finish my point. 2 years. 2 years. But what I put in my article and how I had it set up was that the Titans received the last pick of the draft, aka Mr. Irrelevant, so that they could laugh their lives away saying we got Mr. Irrelevant. So if the Dolphins win the Super Bowl this year and the Titans got the Mr. Irrelevant pick from the Dolphins for Isaiah Wilson, I'm gonna die. I mean, it's gonna be better than good. I mean, think about that. That is so.
We'll play the Titans this year, too.
Jeremy, listen. If we now draft Pitts with the first pick, I am buying you your next dozen donuts that you posted on Twitter.
Let's go, baby! Saturday donuts.
Bro, those are fire, bro. Your daughter did a good job, bro. Those are amazing, dude. Jesus.
We do Saturday donuts once a month. The first Saturday of the month, we go and get donuts, and she picks them out. It's fun, but listen, Pitts at 3. If that happens, I'm telling you, you're all gonna have to block me because I'm going to be. I'm going to be so unbearable on Twitter. You won't even be able to
do it, homie.
Oh my god, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
All I know is I'm happy my boy called the Isaiah Wilson than one of these jabronis out there.
Thank
bro.
you.
I'd rather be my friend and my confidant and someone I love out here than some jabroni.
Respect, brother.
Reason and Clark tearing up Twitter every day, bro.
Yeah, now I gotta share that article like whoa for the next week.
I can't wait. One of these guys better give me a shout out. Some of these big name guys, man. Are you kidding me? Come on.
You want the Albright shout out, don't you? Huh?
I don't even need Albright. Albright and I.
No, I meant the one he got from Schefter. I meant the one he got.
Oh, imagine that! Imagine that. That would be great.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're about to hit the 2-hour 15 mark. Your boy has to go watch this Prince Harry, Meghan Markle interview with the wife. Yo, apparently it's fire, so I'm trying to peep this.
She's making a lot of claims, bro. She's making a lot of claims.
Yeah, she is.
Probably right,
I
bro.
watched
Let's
some
be
of
honest.
it.
I don't know.
Bro, take it from a guy who lives in a country under the crown. Bro, they're pieces of crap, bro. Okay? Like, dude, you can't tell me they didn't play a role in Diana getting it, bro. I just,
Yeah.
And I've heard I don't want to get into it on air. Before when we get backstage, I'll tell y'all a story that's only in Canada, and it'll kind of raise your eyebrows a little bit. All right, so let's go, Rhino. Let's start with your final thoughts, buddy.
I saw Coming to America 2. Everyone was asking about it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, so did I, bro.
I don't know why a lot of people say they don't like
funny, right?
Oh,
A lot of
and
people-
Barbershop stuff.
some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen are in that movie.
You kidding or what?
Yes, sir.
No, it's just like the first one. There is no real plot. Don't
Well, I'm
come
gonna
at
watch
don't
tonight.
come at me. Don't come at me about a damn plot. The first one had no damn plot either. Really.
Yeah,
that's
Okay,
right.
but
No, it didn't.
it's a good movie. You'll laugh your
I
ass
like
off.
it, bro. Yeah,
And this trade today, man, like you said, for free, it's mind blowing. This Greer, he never ever stops, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Say it
just
again,
goes after
Rhino,
it.
for the
He
haters.
just- He's like a shark, bro. He's just looking for any deal he can find, man. It's just
Blood in
I
the
love
water,
the
baby.
guy.
Blood in the water.
And Finn's up, and I can't wait for the 14th, late night 14th is when we're going to start finding out about this. 15th, 14th.
Yeah. All right, Martin, let's hear your final thoughts.
Yes, I love the picks that the Dolphins have interviewed thus far. The potential draft picks. My favorites: Rondale Moore, Zavin Collins, obviously Asante Samuel Jr. He's from the crib. Definitely with this trade. Woo, it hurts my heart because I had such a vision for Penei Sewell. However, if we're gonna go, for a Kyle Pitts, I'm thinking to myself, okay, yeah, that'll be a legit pickup post this trade. But I wouldn't be surprised if we still took Penei Sewell to solidify an already solid line, just because it's best to have complete insurance instead of just putting all your eggs in that basket. So let's see what happens though. Fins up.
I gotta add too, Rhino, bro. When Wesley Snipes' daughter, when she went for natural short hair and didn't have the headpiece on,
Tiana Taylor.
Woo!
Dude, there's a lot of fire in that movie.
Oh,
Taylor.
I wish it was ours. I wish it was ours.
Shout out to my wife.
I'm bumping it up on my to-do list.
I'm shut my fucking mouth. What was I doing?
Yeah. Jeremy, let's get your final thoughts, buddy. Appreciate you coming on, bro. It was always good.
Yep. I appreciate you guys. Final thoughts. You just mentioned your wife. I'm going to give a shout out to my wife who was waiting to hang out with. Listen, my wife was waiting to hang out with me tonight. She is in the living room listening to all of us talk Miami Dolphins right now.
Hi, wifey.
Shout out to my amazing wife.
Hey.
And I'm just going to add one more thing, and I'm going to end on this. Kyle Pitts, no matter what, everybody. That's what it's about.
Oh,
might be
right.
bro.
Okay.
Yeah, you might be right, bro. 4 on 6, Jay. Let's hear your final thoughts, buddy.
Jay's good. I just want to say thanks for letting me on, man. It's the first time on here, and thanks to everyone else. It's a great conversation always. I mean, Isaiah Wilson for free. I mean, you can't really say anything about it. And to be honest, like Greer and Flores, they've been taking calculated risks. Preston Williams is like reminding me of this. It's a calculated risk. Why not? So that's pretty much it.
Yep.
All right, Powerhouse, the man with the new avatar. Let's hear your thoughts, bro.
I'm excited. This move, it made me very happy today because we're getting closer and closer to free agency. This filled a lot of holes, in my opinion. Yeah, I still think Sewell's still on the board. If not, I'm on a bandwagon. Kyle Pitts at 3. If not at 3, move back and still get him. And yeah, fins up.
Ronnie wants to know, ask Clump what he thinks the lotto numbers will be.
What state? Be specific. What state? You know.
Yeah. Pyro, Najee, let's get your final thoughts, brother.
I was going to ask him, give me the Powerball numbers, but I'll just let that go ahead and pass.
We're getting those numbers backstage. Y'all think we're sharing that with y'all?
Yo, if Kyle Pitts goes number 3, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the lottery for sure, no doubt.
Yeah. Najee,
Greer making moves, smart moves, like none like the other GMs in the past. And I think that getting this guy for practically for free is just ice on the cake right now. And to think that some of these Dolphin fans in social media and around YouTube is calling for this guy's head and saying that he's a bad GM is it's ludicrous, man. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy.
Ronnie says, "Yo, stimulus check don't come until next week. Help a brother out." Kills me, this guy. Ronnie and Rome Gary dominate the comments, bro. They're hilarious. Damien, let's hear your final thoughts, buddy.
First of all, great show.
Pits are the shits. Let's go.
And man, shout out to Jeremy Clump, man, calling that. And start up that Pitts train. I'm bartending on it, and I'll do Sunday service on it. I'm all for it. Man, fins up. And also, this is how dynasties get started. This is how dynasties, you take chances, and you take chances on trouble player, and you develop that talent, you tap into it. And I'm all in for it. Fins up.
Damien, real quick, can we get a Najee service too?
Well, I think that's going to be dead by probably the 15th when Aaron Jones come in. But we wish Najee the best, except when he plays the Dolphins.
All right, Pastor.
And guys, look out for the new Netflix series, The Pastor and the Pits. That'll be coming after the draft.
Please, God, don't let Bills get him. Jesus Christ.
Z-Man, let's hear your final thoughts, buddy.
I like the trade today. I'm expecting maybe a couple more, maybe a bigger trade later in the week.
Please, the Eric Flowers going out. Jesus.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
It's just that guaranteed money, man. Jesus.
Can we cut Jakeem Grant?
We can if we want.
Yeah, we can.
Anyway, Z-Man, let's get your final thoughts.
Just always excited for the draft. I feel like since I'm a Dolphins fan, we haven't really been looking forward to anything. Now I can look forward to the draft and the season. So yeah, I'm just excited for this year.
Can I get an amen, Damien?
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
All right, guys. So here's the deal.
I'm saying nothing.
On Wednesday, I'll be back with Ryan Roberts. Guys, like I said, this guy, Jeremy might know who he is. He gets a lot of high-profile prospects, interviews them, so we'll be talking a lot of draft. On Friday, Eric Crocker from the Crocker Report, former NFL DB, former Arena Football DB, does film breakdowns. We'll have him on. And then next Wednesday, Benjamin Albright will be on, so we got some big names coming up.
2 p.m. Eastern.
At 2 p.m. Eastern, that interview will be on, but I'll be back on before that.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday, guys, expect $2.99, $4.99, and $6.99 memberships will be introduced, guys. So that will be, if you want to be in the private streams with the Patrons, that'll be, members and Patrons will be allowed in.
And the best emojis on the internet.
Yeah, the emojis are fire. So you guys will get yeah, there's fire, bro. Anyways, guys, I will be back Wednesday with Ryan Roberts, unless if some news breaks tomorrow. Obviously, I'll be coming right for y'all. So until Wednesday, preemptively, y'all already know what time it is. It's Fins Up all day, every day, baby.
Peace.